EMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
On this track.
baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worrying about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. The Solemn Court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, what's going on with everybody, man? I finally got off the couch, said I was going to get up early in the morning and do this shit, man. Talk about this Will Simp situation. You know, a lot of people was talking about this shit. A lot of people was going in. A lot of people saying it was fake. A lot of people said it was justice. A lot of people said it was wrong. You know, we're going to definitely talk about this shit. I wanted to talk about it yesterday, but I wasn't able to do it because unfortunately, I have a cousin who's already in the hospital. He out there at University of Chicago because of some bullshit. But then I found out another cousin of mine got shot up, and he's in the same hospital. You know, so because of that, I couldn't come on. You know what I'm saying? Because I was supposed to be on the Lee P show yesterday as well with Jap and Kate. Kate invited me and Jap to come on there. But when I found out what happened, I wasn't able to come on because I'd have talked about this shit yesterday. You know, but prayers goes out to both of my cousins, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they pull through. You know, you gotta be there for your family, even if it's in spirit. Because, you know, now with this COVID shit, even though here they say ain't been no deaths based off COVID in Illinois, you know what I mean? A lot of these hospitals still don't want you up in there, you know, 2 at a time, all day, and shit like that. So yeah, prayers go out to my cousins. But I was watching Angry Man. I watched him last night. He did it twice, but I watched it last night because I wasn't able to watch it before. I looked at Japs. I looked at Coach Greg Adams. I looked at quite a few people's shit, but I agree with some of these brothers. One, that shit wasn't fake. That shit wasn't fake at all. That shit wasn't fake. That's first order of business. That's just my opinion. Anybody say that, you know, that it was staged and fake, hey, it is what it is. We ain't gonna agree with everything. And it was a black eye to the black community. That's the other thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people say it was justified. I say it's not justified. I say that Will Smith could have took care of that behind the scenes. And when we talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett-Smith, they've been married for 25 years or over 25 years. You know, it's always been some shit with them, alleged open relationships. Let's be real. Will Smith was a simp enforcer for for Jada Pinkett. He didn't need her, but she needed him. But she runs the show. She got the blueprint when it comes to Will Smith, aka Will Simp. You know, we're gonna talk about this shit, but before we get to what happened at the Oscars, we gotta. Well, you know what? We're gonna go to the past. We gotta go to the past and start from the past on to that situation. But there's a lot of memes floating around with this slap situation. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Jay Jermaine for becoming a YouTube member. Shout out to you, my brother. Also want to give a shout out to Strong and Grant for the $4.99. He said, "You have my sympathies, Mr. Palmer. Hope they pull through. Appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. You know, they strong, you know. God willing, they'll be all right. You know, but I definitely want to start in the past of the situation because we talking about what happened 2 days ago or 3 days ago, but we got to go to the past. Let's go to the past and talk about what led up to that. But before we do that, I want to show y'all some of these memes that's been out here. Some of these memes has been out here. Let's see. Let's go. I just went on Google. I just went on Google shit. You know, a lot of different memes that came out when it came to Will slapping Chris Brown. You know, the ketchup bottle that's almost empty. You know, they use the Batman and Robin. You know, they doing memes like this. They showing people how they looking at the wars and shit. You know, all this. You know, and people thought, made a joke out of it. You know, all this shit. But truthfully, look, the Batman slap and all that. They even talk about Nicole Kidman's reaction. You know, all different reactions. They showed old girl that did the Black Panther movie. All that shit. You know. But the reality is, ain't shit funny. It ain't funny to me. Look at this. All this shit. Thank you, Will Smith, for giving us this wonderful March 2022 meme. Yeah. Yep. All this, that's just a sample, a whole bunch of them. I seen one with Ice-T. He posted it. I don't know if he created it. They had him as Ice-T on New Jack City standing next to Pookie. Tomorrow, yeah, Ice-T got to defend him. You know? Yeah. But we're gonna talk about the, well, you know what? Also, what I want to show y'all, this one right here, and I saved this. Somebody sent me this. This comes from a Instagram black woman called Black Wife Life. She posted this. When I say defend black women, this is exactly what I mean. So, and then put the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. A lot, like I say, some people say it's fake. If it's fake, hey, I get it. But we're gonna talk about it like it's real. Because even if it's fake, as far as I'm concerned, Will Smith take a L. Even if it's fake, to me, it's still an L for Will Smith. You know. But this black woman says, when I say defend black women, this is exactly what I mean. So, and in the comments, of course, you got them. Black woman, thank you. Homie, lover, friends, whoever it is, says every time. Miss Taylor said yes. Bayou Mystic 22, female said, black woman said, fire facts. I don't know why people don't understand this very simple concept. Let me see, can I get more of that? David said, when face meet the palms. Another woman said, yep. And at all costs too. Somebody with some sense, Shepherd said, violence is not the answer, it's far from it, and it's not sustainable. Another black woman said, period. Lady Kitchen said, less talking and more doing. So basically, you know, most of the women say, and a couple of guys say, agreed, and period. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Stop talking and everything else. And this is why a lot of you black dudes are locked up right now for falling for this bullshit. Want to give a shout out to Strong and Graham for the 499. Say, black men, take note. You have to detonate your own career, reputation, freedom, and possibly your life for these broads. Shout out to you. See, this is why a lot of you are locked up to this day. Because if you got a woman or you got you a wife that's telling you to go out there and destroy your livelihood and your career, instead of, you know, do it later or think about it first, then she's not for you. I'm gonna be real. She's not for you. Shout out to MPI with the $2 He said he laughed at the joke, shaking my damn head. We're gonna talk about that. Yep, Tiffany Haddish has said she glorified it. She had no problem. It's good. He's supposed to. You know. But I will say a lot of people did say he was wrong and out of line. Some people said both of them was out of line. I could kind of go with that. They blame both. You know, that's why I say I want to really talk about it, and I will open up the panel because you have women who want you to go out there like a torpedo. Don't think about it, just do it, and you'll put yourself in a worse situation than ever. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Goodbread for the 499. He said 2 types of people condone this behavior: hell of a mothers and hell of a sons. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to Lynn for the $3 super sticker. Appreciate you, my brother. Or sister, I'm not sure. I just thought about it. It might be a sister. Either way, appreciate you. Also, I want to give a shout out to Jeff. He been a member for 5 months. It ain't up in the I don't know why. Sometimes it show it in and StreamYard sometimes it don't. But he said this is eloquent to a woman telling her man another man call her a B. Yep, shout out to you, my brother. Yep. So we're gonna definitely talk about this. We're gonna go back to the past because, in my opinion, when it comes down to the situation, it seemed like it was a lot of shit built up that led to him going to do what he do. To me, in my opinion, when Will Smith did what he did, outside of Jada giving him that look, I really believe that all the shit he went through, all the shit that he had to deal with when it comes to Jada, fucking around with August and shit like that, things she had told in her talk show or her podcast, her media, shit like that. I really think that took a toll on him. And I'm be honest with you, I think he was like, today's the day. I really believe he was at his breaking point. But it's because of this baby mama terrorist. Now, I'm not doing morning shows every day. I'm just doing it if I got something else I got to take care of. I come in early, so I don't do it at all. I'm thinking about doing it twice a day, but right now I'm still gonna do it the once a day. But I believe it was more to it than just, hey, he went out and did what he did. I think there's a lot to it. That's why I want to go back to the past. And for those like, well, what you mean go back to the past? Let's go back to the past. In my opinion, what led up to this situation today. I mean, a couple of days ago. Shout out to David for the $1. Appreciate you, my brother. Now, and I also want to give a shout out to D for the $1.99. Say Jada broke down Will and rebuild him as a simp. Right, exactly. That's why I want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. We're gonna go back to the past. We're gonna go back to the past where they was having issues. They separated. But I was, quote unquote, it always been around. They was in an open relationship. It always been around that, you could do you, I could do me. It is what it is. But here's the problem. Jada Pinkett was fucking around with her son's friend. That was her son's friend. Oh, Blanco say, yeah, I agree with the weakest opponent. I agree with that. I agree with that too. We're gonna talk about all that, but I'm talking about all the shit that he dealt with dealing with this wife of his. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't have got up and did a damn thing. I'd have hollered behind the scenes, but I wouldn't have did all that. All the shit she put you through, and you still feel that you got to get up and jump up and make a fool of yourself. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about all that. But shout out to MPI. He says a 5-second nigga moment will ruin your life. 100%. 100%. But it seems like it ain't gonna ruin his life. Because a lot of people making excuses. But the Oscars did say they're gonna look into it because they say he did violate some of the rules and shit. The police say they're not gonna get involved because ain't nobody try to press charges, which I get that. Chris Rock didn't want to press charges. I understand why he didn't do it. But I want y'all to go back to when she was fucking around with August Alsina. Now, mind you, I'm telling you, she was messing with her son's friend. How would y'all feel knowing that your mama is fucking your fucking friend? You 21 years old, 23 years old. I don't know how old he was, but I'm just saying your mama in her 40s or 50s or whatever, and you bring your friend over, y'all cool, and you find out that Not only is she cheating on your dad or fucked around on your dad, but she fucking around with your friend. Shout out to Brown Hornet for the $4.99. Appreciate you, my brother. And all I gotta say is, ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no fucking way, boy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way, boy. I couldn't. That right there. We just talking about the son. We ain't even talking about the husband. We talking about the son. And not only that, just like Divine just said, the son's friend is suffering from his own mental illness. Now, what do y'all Me Too people say when a man has sex with you? When y'all try to come with the victim, what do y'all say? I wasn't in my right state of mind. I had issues going on. I had just broke up with my husband and all that shit. So, far as I can say, when it comes to Jada and Alcina,
keep on using me until you use me up.
So we're gonna talk about that. And for those that don't know, Alcina put it out there, number one, because you know that people was fucking up his business. He was losing money because when people started to realize that he was fucking around with Jada Pinkett, guess what? They started going over to her side because she denied the shit. She denied it. And he was losing money. People didn't want to fuck with him. See, he was a piece of shit. See, he was a monster. See, he was a male supremacist. You fucking around with Jada Pinkett-Smith? Oh, you taking advantage of her? Yeah. But then come to find out, she was taking advantage of him. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. See, we're gonna go back to the past. We're gonna go back to the past. We're gonna lead up to the Chris Rock slap. We're gonna lead up to that. We're gonna talk about the past. Now, I told y'all, how do you feel as the son find out that your mother is fucking around with your friend that was staying with you? I think he was staying there. If not, he was visiting all the time, and he came there because he said he needed help. Will Smith let him in. And of course, Jada let him in. Now let's go on to the husband. How would you feel being the husband that your wife is fucking around? Now you already fucking around with another dude, but not only a dude, you fucking around with your son's friend. How would you feel as a husband knowing that your wife, who's in her 40s, sleeping with a dude in his early 20s or mid 20s, and this is your son's best friend? Let's keep it real, y'all. How would you feel? So that's what I'm saying. Even though they talked on their podcast and did all that, that don't take away all that shit. That shit is crazy. Now, like you say, you break up or you part ways for a minute, or you got an open relationship. Okay, you fuck around who you fuck around, I fuck around who I fuck around, that's cool. But you fuck around with your son's friend, or you fuck around with the brother or the father, the uncle, and all that shit. Now you crossing lines. It's rules to this shit. But there's never no rules when it comes to these baby mama terrorists. See, and then they come with these excuses saying, well, you weren't doing what you supposed to, and you weren't giving me all needs and all this shit, even though I'm rich and a motherfucker and treating you like a goddess and a queen and all that shit. Now all of a sudden, I still ain't doing enough. You don't believe me? Ask Steph Curry. His wife says not enough, even though she's living good, she's rich. He treated her like a queen. He's faithful for what I see. And she said that it ain't enough and men ain't trying to holler at me. You can't make this shit up. Yeah. Shout out to Ambitious Hustler for the 999. He said, man, I heard August was slaying her raw on the same bed he sleeps on. You can't make this shit up. I heard allegedly that he was peeing on her motherfucking ass. Allegedly, he was giving her the R. Kelly rain. That's what I'm saying. We finna go back to the past. We're gonna go back to the past. And I'm gonna let y'all hear the interview. I'm not gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the video, but I'm gonna let y'all, you won't see the video actually rolling. You'll see a screenshot. Yes, sir. They was doing a lot of shit together. They was in a relationship. R. Kelly rain. Hell yeah. R. Kelly rain. He was doing some R. Kelly rain on that motherfucker. R. Kelly rain. You know, a lot of them motherfuckers like to get peed on. Don't get it twisted. They like get shitted on, peed on. They like getting all the work. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, they said allegedly he was getting that R. Kelly rain. That shit real. A lot of motherfuckers like getting pissed on. You got dudes that like getting pissed on. Y'all niggas crazy. You better than me, fam. You better than me. You better than me.
I think you need to watch who you calling.
But a lot of shit they said was going on. But they try to make August look like he was the monster of the situation. Yeah, it's called a go to shower, but we call it R. Kelly rain in Chicago now. When after R. Kelly, came out with what they say he allegedly did. Yeah, piss on you. Yeah. Shout out Dave Chappelle. Piss on you, I piss on you, I pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. Pss on you, pss on you. Yeah. So we're gonna get this started. I'm gonna let y'all see this interview. Like I say, it's gonna be the words though. When he talks to Angela B or V, whatever, from the Breakfast Club, when he talk about why he put it out there. And it's sad and unfortunate that when a woman use a man, when they are vulnerable, weak, when they going through shit, having mental breakdowns and stuff like that, they look like hey, that's on you, fam. Man up. You a man. They don't talk about women who prey on young boys, but they always talk about when men prey on young girls. See, when it's the other way around, it's
how dare you do this to me?
See, that's what I'm saying. We have to call all this shit out. It's plenty of dudes who have been molested by older women. Now, in this situation, they both grown. So it ain't about no child molesting, nothing like that. But I'm just saying. But most guys ain't gonna say nothing. Because if you say something like that, they're gonna say, man, you gay, you weak. Man, you should be glad. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. That's one thing that is free. You know what I mean? I want to give a shout out to Ella. She said, do you want to prey on young girls? The answer is no. But do you want to prey on young men? That's what I want to know. Do you want to prey on young men?
I'm not being ignorant.
Oh, please don't be ignorant because I'm calling out baby mama terrorists. This shit been going on for a long time. Like I said, when it's the other way around, the man is the monster. You knew better. How you take advantage of you? You know what? Let me go back up to I just thought about it. You know what? Let me go, where you at? Ella, where you at? That was a dumb motherfucking question. That was a dumb motherfucking question. That was a dumb motherfucking question. Ella said, do you prey on young girls? And only a baby mama Tez will ask some goof ass shit like that. So without further ado, I'm gonna let Reverend X speak his piece.
Cut that bitch off.
Moderators handle that. You come in this motherfucker talking about some want to talk to little girls and all that shit. I'm gonna let Reverend X handle that.
Cut that bitch off.
So like I was saying before I was really interrupted by a baby mama terrorist, we gonna see this interview through words, through sound, when he talked to Angela V about why he put it out there. But before I do that, I want y'all to see this lovely commercial that they did about Will Smith and Chris Rock. This was funny. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny. Do y'all remember this?
I think you need to watch who you calling a bitch, partner.
Yeah, and I think you better watch who the fuck you.
Don't scrap that fool. Rush him, nigga, rush him. Hell, you stupid kid. Nigga, come in my hood, nigga, trying to start all that shit. Nigga, I ain't
Yes, in the house. Motherfucker.
That right there. I'm not gonna lie, that right there was funny. It was funny. You know what I mean? That shit was funny. Somebody said they did it with the SpongeBob. I ain't see them on SpongeBob. I wish I did. But there, I want y'all to check out the interview right quick when he talked about the situation with Jada Pinkett-Smith, August.
Right.
What was the real situation with Jada Pinkett-Smith? Because I don't know if you were pursuing her or you guys had just a close family type of relationship. And I would love for you to be able to shed that.
Here's what I'll say. People can have whatever ideas that they like, but what I'm not okay with is my character, being in question.
Mm-hmm.
When certain things are questionable that I know is not me, or that I know that I haven't done, contrary to what some people may believe, I'm not a troublemaker. I don't like drama. Drama actually makes me nauseous, you know what I'm saying? And I also don't think that it's ever important for people to know what I do, who I sleep with, who I date, right? But in this instance, it's very different because, as I said, there's so many people that are side-eyeing me, looking at me questionable about it. I mean, I've lost money, friendships, relationships behind it. And I think it's because people don't necessarily know the truth, but I've never.
The reason why people side-eyed you, went against you, made you look like a piece of shit, a monster, because they didn't like you as much as they like Jada. Let's keep it real. They would never jump against her because ain't no black queen gonna do some shit like this. Ain't no black queen gonna fuck with they son's friend. Ain't no black woman gonna stoop that low. I agree. But a baby mama tear is real. I ain't gonna lie, dude got on he got on a Chucky wig. You know what I mean? But this dude said that his integrity was in jeopardy. People side-eyed him. People start distancing themselves from him. His friends stopped fucking with him. He lost money. Yeah, he do like a black carrot top. He lost money and shit. Basically, he was getting looked at as the bad guy, the monster. A lot of y'all men have been through that. Just like when y'all go in that courtroom, what they say, you never did nothing, you a deadbeat, you don't pay for nothing, you ain't got shit, you cause domestic violence and all that shit, and guess what? When it comes to the courts, family court is hearsay, is allowed, so guess what? We believe it. And since we believe it, we're going to let her get sole custody, and you're going to pay child support, and you'll see your son on FaceTime 1 hour a week. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, he do like Ronald McDonald, hood Ronald McDonald. But that's what I'm saying. How many of y'all can relate to that? You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to Firefly. She says, please, y'all don't know what the fuck Will been doing. He's still with her and he ain't going nowhere. Y'all just hate to see black men defend a black woman for any reason. That's why y'all going to hell. You can't make this shit up. First of all, ma'am, this ain't about Will Smith leaving. He ain't never going nowhere. I agree with you. He's never going to go nowhere because he, you know, as far as I'm concerned, he really believe in for better or for worse. I agree with you. But at the same time, we're entitled to our opinion on how we see it. Just like you said, he ain't going nowhere and he was right and all that shit. I say he was wrong and he should have did it differently. But see, you the same black women that say you're not protected, but at the same time, you the same black woman that put your protection under white supremacy. You're right, he's not going nowhere. He's a simp enforcer. Why would he think about leaving? I agree with you. But it's funny that they quick to say that you hating. I'm hating because a dude was laughing at first, but then he saw her face. Then he gets up, slap dude, go back and sit down, talk his shit, and then cry when he get his war holler, Sky Daddy. He made himself like a fool. And this is why I tell y'all, run off your emotions can destroy you. And you got these baby mama tears that sit back and tell y'all just hating. I'm hating because this dumbass fell for the bait and ran off his emotions instead of doing whatever he was going to do behind the scenes or holler at him in the back. But no, he did it out for the public to see. And that's why we're here today. But I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. So like I said, these women will sit back and tell you to fuck up your livelihood for them, for talk. And like I said, these baby mama tears ain't worth protecting. Especially when you fucking around with my son's best friend. Fucking in my bed, pissing on my bed and all that shit allegedly. Everybody's in here, please hit the like button. If you're new, please subscribe. You know, we here to talk real. So let's finish it off. Like I said, this dude said that he was getting looked at as a monster, a piece of shit. He lost friends. He lost money. He was losing his sponsorships and everything else. We all know how that go. When you falsely accuse and you trying to cause havoc and shit, when in actuality he's the victim, you can't make this shit up. Let's continue though.
Done anything wrong. I love those people.
Right.
Literally, like my family. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. They are beautiful people. You know, when something starts affecting my life, and not only affecting my life, but affecting my wellness and my well-being, and also starts to block my heart space is blocked. I don't really have a choice but to express my truth. I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, you know, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, you know, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
So he said that he was deeply in love with her. He gave all his heart and emotional feelings to her. He thought what he had was real. I believe he really thought that she was going to leave Will Smith to get with him. Now, y'all know damn well he wasn't going to leave. She was not going to leave Will Smith to get with him no matter how good he's fucking her, no matter how good he's pissing on her, no matter how good he treats her like a queen. That wasn't gonna happen. Will Smith is worth way more money and way more power than August. So that wasn't gonna happen. Shout out to David for the 1999. Said virtuous women extremely well get protection from the community because of how virtuous they are. Unruly women common are the ones that lead lesser men to hell, prison, death, and dysfunction. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's exactly what I'm talking about. See, the ones that deserve to be led, I ain't talking about you. But as far as these modern women, unruly women, these baby mama terrorist women, hell no, you don't deserve to be. That's why I say every fucking woman is not a queen god or mother nature, and every man ain't no goddamn king either. Shout out to my brother. They lead men to self-destruction. Shout out to Antisocial all the way from UK. This sister donated $2. I appreciate you, my sister. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody don't deserve to be protected, shield, and led. Shout out to OJ22 for the $5 donation. Says the group that loves to tell everyone how strong and independent they are needs protection over jokes. Pathetic. 100% facts. Let's keep it 100, man. How many? Well, let me call these donations out. Shout out to Derek Eden for the $10 donation. Said early in their relationship, Will checked Jada for cursing at him, and he popped her upside her head with a paper, and it went viral. I ain't know nothing about that. Shout out to you, brother. I didn't know nothing about that. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread for the $4.99. He said, take notes, guys. This kid was tossed around in Hollywood. He went from the Kardashians to the Smiths. Both are satanic families riddled with agendas. Shout out to you, my brother. Man, the thing about it is, I got to go back to this again. This dude actually thought that he was going to be Jada's next husband. That wasn't going to happen. Why would she leave that big bank over there for you? She was just going to use you. You know what I'm saying? He really thought that they had something real. And what people need to realize that men can get used too. Men can be manipulated too. Men can hurt as well. Men can go through heartache when it comes to relationship. Every man don't want to just live a free agent lifestyle. You got men that do want to have a wife. A lot of men who live in a free agent lifestyle wanted to have that life, but they say, why bother with all this shit going on with society standards? But they're not going to talk about that. So, again, he put it out there because his name was getting tarnished. He was getting stained. He was losing his integrity. This is why I tell y'all that integrity is definitely my pet peeve. If you ain't got no integrity, I don't want no parts of you. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much fame you got. I don't care how much shine you have. I don't want to be around your puss ass. I don't want to deal with you. I'm not about to sell out and change my format to please you so I can get that notoriety. I ain't going. But he said he been fucking with her for some years. So this ain't nothing like a couple of months. He been fucking around with her for some years. Oh yeah, Judy, I'm digging deep because I'm going to the past. I'm not gonna talk about that slap. Not yet. We're gonna talk about the past. And this right here just shows that many men are suffering behind the scenes because of a woman. And usually it's the piece of shit ass baby mama terrorist woman, of course. But let's continue.
I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Right, you did the right thing.
And I really loved a person. I experienced that. I know what that that feels like, and some people never get that in this lifetime.
So he said he gave all his love to her. He was really into her. And let's go back to why he was there in the first place. He had mental issues going on. He lost his sister. He lost his brother. They both passed away. So he was vulnerable. He said he was there for help. The son brought him there for help. They say, cool, we'll be happy to help you. And they took it, well, I ain't gonna say they, and she took advantage of that. But see, like I said, when it comes to the man getting took advantage of, they say, hey, you should have knew better, man up, and should have kept pants up. But when it's the other way around, it's the victimhood. You know how that go.
How dare you do this to me?
Yep, he went for help and got some pussy behind it. Yep, she manipulated him. Let's be real. That's what I'm saying. But they ain't gonna talk about that. And I have to go back again to Will Smith. Out of all the people you fucked around with, or you fucking around with, you fuck around with the son's friend. I don't know if they was best friend. That's why I'm just saying friends, but they was friends. That's some shit right there, bro. It's one thing, even if they got an open relationship, ain't nobody expecting you to fuck the son's friend or the brother or the uncle and all that shit. Come on, man. And even when all this shit came out, they swept it on the rug as far as calling out Jada. A few people called out Jada, you know, fans and stuff, but ain't nobody else call that shit out. But then again, they didn't call out Cardi B when she was drugging men and having transsexual to have sex with them or give them head and shit. So I told y'all, it's gender bias in our society, not just a family court, it's gender bias in this whole fucking nation when it's based on man or woman. You can't make this shit up. Let's continue. He said he gave all his love to her. He really thought he had a future wife. You know what? On that note, I'm going to let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Yeah. Dude was able to hit Jada Pinkett. I'm sure she gave him good head and everything else. And I'm sure he was like, damn, hell yeah. I got Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't believe it. He wasn't expecting that. He was coming for some help. And she helped him out all right, didn't she? She helped him out real good. Had that Marsh singing Bill Withers. Ain't no sunshine and shit. You know how that go.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yeah. See, the thing is, this will happen when you deal with somebody that's married, because it's not a guarantee that that married woman or that married man is going to leave to be with you. Even if that person wants to, it's not guaranteed, because one, if this is a powerful dude and he got money, 9 out of 10, that woman is not going to stoop down to get with you. A woman would not do that. A man probably would, because a man be like, man, fuck your money. I'm good. I'd rather be happy. Peace of mind is gold. But a woman ain't finna leave that nigga just like that. I used to talk to females back in the day, and they say he be beat my ass and he do this, he jealous and this. I say, why don't you leave him? And the motherfuckers tell me, he pay all my motherfucking bills. Shit. Well, then what the fuck you complaining for? Don't complain about it then. A guy would say, fuck this shit, man. Fuck your money. I'd rather have a peace of mind. But let's continue. Let's continue this shit.
So I know that I'm completely blessed. And this conversation is difficult because there's so much that it would be hard for people to understand. But once it starts to affect me in my livelihood, I have to speak up about my truth and stand on my 10 with anything that may come along with it.
Is it disappointing that she never addressed it to
Um,
you? Because, like you said, you lost out on opportunities.
yeah.
And if
You
there's
know, I really can't even, I never even can get into the thought of that because I'm only responsible for myself, right? And I'm only responsible for, you know, what I do. When I'm repressing and suppressing things and it starts to affect me, I have to address it. I just always stay silent because I never want to be the person to cause confusion because I love these people.
Right.
I really genuinely do. And I have literally never been in love in that kind of a way. So much so that being intertwined in that way, walking away from it, butchered me. Like I'm shaking right now because
right.
it almost killed me.
You heard what he said? Y'all heard what he said? He said it almost killed him. He said, even in that interview, he's shaking. He really thought he had that love. That cougar snatched the soul out of his ass. He was whip sprung and everything. And then he was going through other mental issues and situations. Yeah, she got him at the right time. Shit. Yeah, he's sincere. He telling the truth. I don't think he run no game in line. But again, when it's the other way around and a woman say, well, I was vulnerable, he took advantage of me because I was hurting with the past, and this, he go to jail. He's a monster. He's a male chauvinist. He's a male supremacist. But if, like I said, when it come to our young men, oh, well, you know, it is what it is, fam. Shouldn't have did it. She snatched that dude's soul. He's still probably fucked up to this day. I ain't gonna lie, man. Let's continue.
Not almost. It did. It pushed me into being another person, my newer self. It broke me down. It was a part of me being paralyzed, trying to pull myself apart from it. It probably will be the hardest thing that I've ever experienced in this lifetime. And, you know, it's difficult because I never want to be the person to cause any confusion or step on toes, right?
You want to be honest.
But I want to honor myself and I want to honor my authenticity. And if honoring my authenticity means you hate me, stone me, shoot me, crucify me, whatever, bury me an honest man.
That's what he had to say. Other stuff he was talking about his sister and losing his sister, losing his brother. He got custody of her kids. I think it was 3 of them, and he really been through a lot. And he got liver problems. He got a lot of other shit going on. And like I said, he was there for help, get his mind clear. And Jada, as far as I'm concerned, took advantage of it. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, like I said, a lot of people just, they'll say, they'll say, he ain't no victim. It is what it is. He knew better and all that shit. That's why I say, I actually feel sorry for him because now he's thrown in the garbage can and left for dead, basically. So now, what I'm gonna show y'all again is another clip. This is gonna be Jada Pinkett. When she speaks out and talk about the situation. Hey, Dr. Doug said, nah, use me up, nigga. Shit. He said, bury me an honest man. Right. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. When I talk about this family court shit and these baby mama tears, when they want to line stain your name and tell everybody you a deadbeat and you ain't trying to be a father, you got the receipts and you've been fighting and the court's been setting you up for failure and lying on you and shit, you put all that shit out there. Because one thing you do have is integrity. If you don't have nothing else, you got integrity. You don't let nobody stain your name and try to destroy you on some false allegations and lies and shit like that. You put that shit out there. We as men have to stop talking that, well, I don't want to make it worse than it is. And I don't want no problems. And it's for the kids. Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. There's no difference. But I want y'all also to see when a young boy is a victim, he can't be victim. It's only when it's the other way around. But yeah, he was on that Ain't No Sunshine when she gone shit for real. I gotta play that again because Bill Withers, boy, that business.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Real shit. All right, let's check and see what Jada got to say.
It's the journey.
Oh, to let y'all know, Jada denied at one point. She said that wasn't true, was false, and that's one of the reasons why they started taking up for her and telling August, hey, we don't want to fuck with you, we want to be around you, and start losing money and sponsorship. That's what I'm saying, man. You don't go against the code. So in this scenario, this is Jada Pinkett in an interview talking about what happened with between her and Will. We're gonna talk about that right now. I want y'all to see the shit that she says.
It's the journey. I mean, we started in this at a very young age, 22 years old. I think, yeah.
She's basically, because I want y'all to hear real good, she's talking about why, basically, in so many words, why she did what she did. Try to justify, and she's gonna throw Will Smith under the bus in his interview. And we're gonna catch it. We're gonna break this down to the T. Definitely hit the like button. Like I said, that's one thing that is free. You know what I'm saying? So we can put it out there in the algorithm and spread that shit. You know, we're gonna come with this real shit.
It's the journey. I mean, we started in this at a very young age, 22 years old. I think you expect your partner to know.
46 now, so it's a little harder to hold on to.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, there's someone who's been in their underwear with my wife.
As you may be aware, Will Smith.
Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. He tried to justify. That dude actually tried to say she didn't fuck around when he knew she did. Let's continue.
It's the journey. I mean, we started in this at a very young age, 22 years old. I think you expect your partner to know.
46.
She said she expect that the partner should know. And what she's talking about, what's going on, her situations, her issues. He's supposed to be a mind reader and know what the fuck going on. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. But let's hear Will say about when he hear about people in her drawers.
Expect your partner to know.
46 now, so it's a little harder to hold on to.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, there's someone who's been in their underwear with my wife.
As you may be aware, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett have long been open about the ups and downs of their 25-year marriage and have made headlines for giving fans a little too much insight into their relationship on several occasions. The couple continues to shock fans with each revelation they make about their relationship. And recently, Will made another shocking revelation. So what did he reveal this time around? During a CBS Sunday morning interview with Gayle King, the King Richard star debunked rumors of infidelity in his 25-year marriage to actress Jada Pinkett-Smith. When asked how he and Jada navigated infidelity in their union,
you both have talked very candidly. It's a very famous story, infidelity in the marriage and how you navigated that time.
There's never been infidelity in our marriage.
Never been infidelity in a marriage?
Never. Jada and I talk about everything, and we have never surprised one another with anything ever.
The 53-year-old refused.
He says that there's never been no infidelity. She never, never was no cheating. He said we talked about everything. So that means you knew about August fucking your wife in y'all bed and getting pissed on everything else. You're a goddamn lie. This dude was a simp enforcer to the T.
Here I come to save the day.
This dude is lying. He's lying, Jack. He didn't know shit about that. Now, like I said, I don't know how Will Smith was supposed to be the one. They say Will Smith cheated. how he cheated if they in an open relationship. I mean, I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, but I don't know how you cheat in a in a open relationship, but what I know. I don't know. Chris says he knew he just couldn't do anything about it. He could have did something about it. He could have divorced the bitch and went on about his business. Shit. Yeah, they say he allegedly he was giving her the R. Kelly reign, bro. Shout out to a story to tell with a $5 don. They said LMAO, he was protecting the hell out of her. Yeah, he was. He was protecting her like a motherfucker. Hey, like they say, when you get married, they say it's for better, for worse, but I'm like, it should be a limit to that shit. This one dude was definitely doing for better, for worse. Let's continue, because he finna tell you how he already knew that they got out with other people, talking about her family. So let's hear it.
To talk about an affair and said, never. There's never been infidelity in our marriage. Will's controversial comment left fans confused and wondering, could Jada be brainwashing Will to believe she wasn't unfaithful? Just because you're honest about cheating doesn't change the fact that you cheated. Or as Jada puts it, entanglements. Love his movies, but he's a peculiar dude, one fan wrote. Another one added, why lie? You both talked about her knocking boots with that little boy. Remember, Will? You guys talked about it on her show, Red Table. A Twitter user also went ahead to insinuate that Will was blindsided by Jada in a comment, saying, well, not on his side anyway. This isn't the first time Will has mentioned how much attention he and Jada received from the media. In September, the actor opened up about what it's like to be in the spotlight while reflecting for the first time on the infamous Red Table Talk discussion. The actor addressed the discussion in an interview with GQ magazine, where he offered further insight into the period of non-monogamy in his and Jada's marriage. Will confirmed to the interviewer that he and Jada...
I want to give a shout out to Miss Bella. She says, sitting here wonder why we are this consumed when there's a food shortage and you will be starving by the end of summer. We stayed last because caught up in this bullshit. Well, to be honest with you, man, when this COVID first came out, you should have been had your food shortage. You should have been had your food. You should have been having a game plan. You should have been have other resources just in case they lack food, jobs, and so on. So you late. But I get it. That's just a deflect on me calling out the bullshit that Jada did, though. I get it. But you late. If you saying start doing all this shit now by the end of summer bullshit, you late as fuck. You should have did that shit a couple of years ago. Sorry. So you talking about get your food by the end of summer. You should have did that 2 years ago, how your shit stacked up. You should have been arming yourselves. You should have been having money taken out the bank and everything else. So that deflect shit right there, you late. Let's continue. And as far as people talking about this pussy ass gas being $4, $5, $6, $7, that shit was like that when Obama was in office. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. So like I said, should have been did that 2 years ago. Now let's continue. Okay, here we go. Miss Bella says it's not, now she got big words. It's not deflect, you gossiping like a female. Well, with your big words, getting loud on the internet, you talking like a dude. I told y'all, these baby mama tears got more masculinity than the average man. You can't make this shit up. I don't know how gossiping comes out of a discussion, but whatever you say, fam, that's why I don't take you niggas seriously, especially you baby mama tears ones.
You fucking income fucking poop.
Shout out to Reverend X. Because if you don't like what I talk about, all you got to do is just go on about your business. Block the page and move on. But not. I guarantee I'll get another comment from this baby mama terrorist. But like I said, you try to use that black power ass shit talking about some, oh, you need to worry about the water supply and the food. You should have did that 2 years ago. But I'm the dumb nigga off Cottage. Like I said, let's continue, man. Yeah.
have had sexual relationships outside of their marriage with mutual consent during their surprisingly candid exchange. Jada never believed in conventional marriage. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship, Will revealed, so she grew up in a way that was very different than how I grew up. There were significant, endless discussions about what is relational perfection, he said. What is the perfect way to interact as a couple? And for the large part of a relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational perfection. We've given each other trust and freedom with the belief that everybody has to find their own way, he added. And marriage for us can't be a prison. And I don't suggest our road for anybody, but the experiences, that the freedoms that we've given one another, and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love. Will also revealed his thoughts on the Red Table discussion, particularly in light of the amount of media attention it received. The public has a narrative that is impenetrable.
Let me give a shout out to Denise Coleman. He said everyone is an expert on someone else's relationship. Check your own. I'm not going to write a writer off Will Smith for this one mistake. Who say he's getting wrote off? I say he a sucker and he fucked up. That ain't got nothing to do with being an expert on relationships. But I understand you justified what Jada did and you don't see nothing wrong with it. I get it, because if it was the other way around, you'll say hang him. I get it. Shout out to you. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. A lot of these black women will come on here, these modern black women will come on here and try to shame you, talk this bullshit about, oh, you hating, you mad, Will ain't going nowhere, food shortages, and your mama black. That's why I say, men, these the ones you cannot try to protect, you can't try to shield, you can't try to lead. Them the ones will head you up for self-destruction. When you're dealing with these modern baby mama terrorists, Alquishas, you'll be headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Yeah, them the ones who will set you up for failure. Them the ones will tell you to go out there and go fight this dude because he cut you off in the on the road. Shout out to MPI for the $2 donation. He says, respect is real. Love is fake. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to MPI one more again for the $5 donation. He said, my super chat is in heaven now. You missed it. My bad, but I got it. Like I said. So, I mean, this ain't about trying to talk about no relate. I'm not Coach CO. I ain't Steve the Dean. I ain't none of these other dudes that talk about relationships. We talking about a dude that fell for the bait and almost, well, as far as I'm concerned, almost lost his Oscar. I think he's gonna lose it. But then again, I think he ain't gonna lose it because they would have did it already. But like I said, y'all don't like the truth coming out. All y'all motherfuckers should not be protected. So let's continue.
He said, once the public decides something, it's difficult to impossible to dislodge the pictures and ideas and perceptions. In case you may have forgotten, the Red Table discussion happened in 2020, where Jada confessed to having an affair with rapper August Alsina. During the chat on the Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett-Smith delved into a relationship with August Alsina, who had turned to the Smiths during a time of emotional need. Will Smith started the conversation by telling Jada, I think you need to say clearly what happened. You and I decided we were going to take our space. And what happened? Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, Jada revealed, to which Will laughed and responded asking, an entanglement? Jada replied saying, a relationship. Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. On the other hand, August Alsina told Entertainment Tonight, people can have whatever ideas that they like, but what I'm not okay with is my character being in question, he said. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't like drama. Drama actually makes me nauseous. I also don't think that it's ever important for people to know what I do, who I sleep with, who I date, right? But in this instance, it's very different. Because as I said, there are so many people that are side-eyeing me, looking at me questionable about it. I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody. I really love the person that I experienced that with and know what that feels like, he added. However, Jada continued to give her side of the story, claiming that she was in a lot of pain at the time. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken, Jada said, and added, and in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were going through a process of healing in a very different manner. I would definitely say that we did everything we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
I want y'all to hear that again. She said she was broken. She said she was broken, and she said that she realized doing all that wasn't helping the situation. No reason why you saying that, motherfucker, because the shit came out there to the public. Come on, man. She said she was vulnerable. Now she's the victim. It's funny how you get caught on your shit. You want to play victim, but when something happened to us, we got to man up.
How dare you do this to me?
Yeah, okay. She was broken. That pussy wasn't broken, though. Shout out to Logan. Let's hear that again, man.
And August Alsina told Entertainment Tonight, people can have whatever ideas that they like, but what I'm not okay with is my character being in question, he said. I'm not a troublemaker. I don't like drama. Drama actually makes me nauseous. I also don't think that it's ever important for people to know what I do, who I sleep with, who I date, right? But in this instance, it's very different. Because as I said, there are so many people that are side-eyeing me, looking at me questionable about it. I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody. I really love the person that I experienced that with and know what that feels like, he added. However, Jada continued to give her side of the story, claiming that she was in a lot of pain at the time. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken, Jada said, and added, and in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were going through a process of healing in a very different manner. I would definitely say that we did everything we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible. I guess about 4.5 years ago, I started a friendship with August, and we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help, and me just wanting to help his health and mental state. When Will asked what she was looking for, Jada replied, I just wanted to feel good. It'd been so long I felt good, and it was really a joy to help heal somebody.
Oh, that's some freaky shit. She said all she wanted to do was help him because she that shit funny. She said she wanted to feel good. She wanted to feel good, y'all. She said she wasn't feeling good. She wasn't ever feeling good from Will Smith. She said she wasn't feeling good with Will Smith. She wanted to feel so good. Let's hear that again. I wonder how you felt when she said that shit.
To realize that that wasn't possible. I guess about 4.5 years ago, I started a friendship with August, and we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help, and me just wanting to help his health and mental state. When Will asked what she
wanted to help him with his mental state, she started fucking the shit out of him and draining him and getting him whipped and everything else was gonna help him. You can't make this shit up. And we're like, what do you mean? She say, shit, I ain't feeling good. I ain't been feeling good with your ass, basically. Shit, let's continue.
was looking for, Jada replied, I just wanted to feel good. It'd been so long I felt good, and it was really a joy to help heal somebody.
She said it'd been so long to feel good, and she said she said it felt so good to help him, to help somebody out. I told you, man, you can't make this shit up. And you was gonna fuck up your career and your Oscar award and shit like that to go slap somebody because of a joke. I'll be damned. I'm gonna let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X, man.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
That motherfucker said that. She said it felt good. I ain't felt good in so long, and she said it felt good to help him out. Damn, you can't make this shit up, boy.
Years ago, I started a friendship with August, and we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help, and me just wanting to help his health and mental state. When Will asked what she was looking for, Jada replied, "I just wanted to feel good. It'd been so long I felt good, and it was really a joy to help heal somebody. I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing I had to learn to break in this cycle, needing to fix and be drawn to people that need help. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels like it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me." That particular reply angered a lot of fans who are not shy in calling Jada out. "Imagine having to hear how your mom effed the family friend, not much older than you," one angry fan wrote. Another user pointed out how Jada Pinkett-Smith's behavior was somewhat predatory. They wrote, "Is it not strange to anyone how Jada mentions they were helping this kid through an illness? On top of all the things here, she was taking what she wanted. He was considerably younger. She was first and foremost a support figure for a sick kid. Well, like 21 or 22. I just find that super gross, and it says something about her character. Oh my God, this. It's crazy how many people are focusing on the affair part. He was 21, Jaden's best friend at the time, and was dealing with mental illness. The Smiths were allegedly getting him help, and it ended with Jada sleeping with him. Imagine if the situation was reversed and Will had taken advantage of a mentally ill family friend 20 years his junior. Another fan replied,
See, they're not gonna talk about that. If Will Smith did some shit like that and dealt with a 20-some-year-old who's going through mental illness, they'll probably put him in jail and lock him up and throw away the key. They would. They'll be like, he'll lose his whole livelihood. But since it's Jada, she said, "I was doing it because I was trying to help him out. You know, he had mental issues and shit like that, and it felt good for me to make him feel good." You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. But whatever you say, fam, y'all sure come with that. Get some food for the summer and shit. You know, y'all need to worry about food shortages and shit like that. You can't make this shit up. Oh, we're gonna talk about this disease they talking about. It's not cancerous. We're gonna talk about that for you dumb motherfuckers in the back. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all motherfuckers listen to what a motherfucker say on social media, and y'all never want to do y'all motherfucker your own investigation. You never want to do your own investigations. Y'all go along to get along, but y'all don't want to do it because you know the bitch lying and everybody else be lying and shit. So you don't want to go against the code, especially you Alquishas, Alkeishas, Alwalamel Nishas. Yeah, the alopecia, that shit ain't no cancer. You can't die from that. It ain't no motherfucking blood disease. That's leukemia. That's a blood disease. Blood cancer in the blood and shit. Y'all motherfuckers fall for any motherfucking thing. We're gonna talk about that. Shout out to Mo Red. We're gonna talk about that too.
Well, another one added, "She wants to sound like this was a learning process and healing and all that crap. But in reality, she slept with a young kid with a mental illness." Though Will and Jada's marriage has been a topic of discussion for many years, the Oscar-nominated star said he believes the gossip is beneficial for people. He responded to fans' comments saying,
"I have decided that chatter about my life can be of a benefit to people. I think the chatter is a really chatter is the first stage to having a real conversation and being able to truly explore if some of the things in your heart are loving or poisonous."
This is why he's in the situation he is today, because he have no problem with his personal life being out there to the world. Good, bad, don't make him a difference. Because he feels it's a teachable moment. Fuck trying to heal with your wife. Fuck trying to heal with your children. You want to put it all out there for the world to see, to get some attention. This is why you don't put all your business out in the street. See, he don't mind, because she the one putting it out there any motherfucking way, whether if he wanted it done or not, because she's the head nigga in charge. And she knows she got her the right one. He ain't going nowhere. We already know this. And she ain't gonna leave him either. She just fuck around and get whoever she want to get with. Shout out to Perfect Blackness for the $5 donation. He said, "I've known a few women with alopecia. All were due to decades of perms and weaves. Will may be having a defending Jada self-hate." Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Because a lot of people talking about that's a cancer, a blood disease, and all that shit. They lied to you, fam. Talking about it's a rare disease. It's not rare. It can happen to men and women. But we're gonna talk about that. Matter of fact, after I play this, you're gonna hear the interview with Jada and Will, and I'll show y'all what this quote unquote deadly disease is all about.
Concerning the future, Will has said that he is now looking forward to his future, focusing on the positive aspects of his life, including his flourishing career. Life has gotten really, really simple for me right now, right? He said in the CBS interview, and added, I think I'm a better actor than I've ever been. And I think I'm going to, these next 10 years of my career, I think will be the top of my acting performances.
I think Will Smith is a best actor because he's running around here like everything's happy and all good. He's running around here like his relationship is okie dokie. It's rainbows. It's a match made in heaven. We had no problems. She never cheated on me. I know everything about her because we have a discussion every day, all day. The lies you tell, dog. Yeah, the lies you tell. Shout out to Chief for the $10 donations. Appreciate you, my brother. Yeah. So yes, he's a damn good actor. He's one of the top 3 now after this shit. Shout out to the Leon son for the $5 donation. He said, that stupid is disease is nothing. These 3 old foes don't like to wear their own hair anyways. This type of shit happens every day. Yeah. Let's continue.
But I also feel like I can help people. There's a teacher inside of me that's trying to get out. I've learned how to be happy here, and I've learned how to create love here, and I want to share. Will has consistently stood by his and Jada's decision to be open about their marital arrangements, despite the intense backlash and public scrutiny that they faced. The pursuit of truth is the only way to be happy in this lifetime. We sort of came to the agreement that authenticity was the release from the shackles of fame and public scrutiny, the actor said in one interview. However, fans are still worried that Will's loyalty to Jada might be causing him to ignore serious red flags in their relationship. Do you think that this is the case?
Nah, he's just a sucker. Excuse me, he's just a sucker. You know what? Let me. What number is this? 1508. Before we go to the next clip when she had that podcast with Will Smith, I want y'all to see about this deadly disease. This deadly disease. We ain't got to the slap yet. We're gonna get to the slap, but I wanted to, like I say, start. And I ain't gonna say it's the beginning, but we're gonna start where I feel the shit all happened. Where's that motherfucker? I want y'all to know about this. Honestly, I never heard of it. I never heard of it till this came out. This is what let me make it bigger. Y'all can see it. This alopecia is a medical term for bald. It means patchy. This patchy baldness can develop anywhere on the body, including scalp, beard, and so on and so on. The main cause of this quote unquote deadly disease is hereditary, hormonal changes and medical conditions, medication and supplements, radiation therapy. A lot of people who have radiation because they're trying to fight the cancer, that's where it comes. That could also cause your head to go bald and be patched up. Stress, and also I want y'all to see this: hairstyles and treatments. What do you mean by the hairstyles and treatments? When a lot of you women that want to put on other people's hair, that can cause you to have this deadly disease. This deadly disease right here. When you want to put braids in your hair? When you pulling your hair, making it tighter and tighter, and you pulling it long term, you will have this deadly disease that y'all talking about. Yeah, fake hair. When you put on that Mr. Ed hair, when you put on that hair crown, when you put on a white woman's hair, whatever you want to call it, pulling your hair and shit like that, it can cause this alopecia. It's not no deadly disease. You can't die from it. It's not no blood disease. The blood cancer is leukemia, not alopecia. So when y'all try to make excuses to justify why Will slap Chris Rock, talking about she got a deadly disease, it's a blood disease, I'm gonna let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X one more again.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Because when that shit came out and they was trying to say, oh, she got a deadly disease and all that shit, I said, let me look this shit up. I never heard of this. Blood disease. I only know leukemia. So yes, when you wear all that fake hair for years, you get them braids and shit like that, you pulling your head and shit like that, that can happen to you. Now, don't get it twisted. It ain't just when you wear fake hair. Because if you take radiation, that could happen. It's 100% cosmetic. Shout out to Caesar. See how they try to make you feel victim? See how they try to make you be shaming yourself when you called out Will for smacking him? And they tried just right. Well, he was talking about her hair. She got a condition. No, she came out trying to play victim when she went bald. But she's not dying. She's not suffering from it. Now, I'm sure she don't want to lose her hair. What woman want to lose their hair? But when you put all these braids and wigs and shit like that outside of hereditary or medication and radiation, y'all destroy your own hair. And it can happen to anybody in all races too. And it's not just your hair up top. It could be your beard, mustache. It can happen to men. But most of most of the time, it comes from pulling your hair, putting them braids in there, fake braids and fake hair and wigs. But y'all ain't gonna talk about that because you stupid. You don't know no better. That's why I say, man, I don't take you niggas seriously. So let's continue on with this one. This is gonna be talking about Jada interview with Will Smith when she talks to him about the situation between her and August. I wanted to be a healer. I just wanted to help others because I can't help myself. Fuck out of here. You can't make this shit up.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
Yeah.
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But,
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
Even Will said entanglement. Even he was like, get that bullshit out of here. Now, you look at the word entanglement, it does say something about relationship, though. I never heard about this entanglement till she came out with it, but I guess that's a new word for fucking around in your dumb ass. You know what I mean? They laughing and shit, but he really salty as shit. If y'all see the video, you'll see he really salty. He really embarrassed that he's doing this interview, but he did it because that's what she wanted to do. I guarantee you that, because it's on her show. And he like a puppet. Yeah, whatever you say, boss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tap, 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 boss.
Here I come to save the day.
See, he going along to get along. See, he not the leader of that household. I'm keep it real. He's not the leader of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, August is a goofy too, man. I'm not making him a fucking innocent on everything, but what I'm saying is, because he knew that he was fucking another man's wife. And if you do that, hey, I ain't knocking you. Just know the risk that can happen. One, you knock up a wife and she had that baby, you have no jurisdiction. She could put on the husband and you can fight in court and they're going to say, no, the husband. It automatically goes to the husband. So now you can't even be a father even if you wanted to. They won't even put you on child support even if they wanted to. So yeah, so you won't have no relationship with your son or daughter because you had a kid with a married motherfucker. That's one. Another thing is you think that that man or woman is going to leave the husband or the wife for you. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. So now you put yourself in a situation thinking this motherfucker gonna roll with you and you got that good dick and pussy and you thought that he or she was gonna roll out, but then he or she tell you, I ain't losing my family for you. It's not guaranteed. So that's what I'm saying. So I mean, but like I say, we grown. You have sex with somebody married. Hey, I ain't telling you not to deal with no married person. What I'm telling you is don't put all your heart and emotional ties to that shit. I advise you do a pump and dump and go about your business. So it's different factors on why you should not deal with somebody that's married. Because if you try and get a secret relationship, 9 out of 10 ain't gonna happen. And then these baby mama tears will bring a child into this world. She mad at the guy because he ain't gonna leave his family. So she put him on child support and call him deadbeats. Nah, bitch. That's on you. And then you want to try to play a victim. No, you're not a victim. You're a volunteer. Nope. That's what I say. Nah, he ain't no deadbeat. You was dead wrong. It is what it is, fam. Now your son lack a father. Now you wonder why he in the statistics. Or she in the statistics. Let's continue. Let's hear this shit.
Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Started a friendship with August.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually became really, really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started with him just needing some help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental.
Shout out to Minister Jap, man. He says she needs to be canceled and will need to be a man and divorce her toxic ass. Y'all need to subscribe to Minister Jap if you're not subscribed, but I know y'all are. Yeah, that's facts on that, bro. And my response to that is
Truth is what it is.
Truth is what it is, but he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. He gonna ride that wave to the very end. He's a Simp enforcer. That's all to it. Shout out to Minister Jap. But let's continue why she tried to justify her being broken and lonely and got emotional shit going on. But you help this dude who is broken and got emotional stress disorder and everything else. You can't make this shit up.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different.
So they both admitted that he came in there really sick. They both admitted that he came in there really sick with issues, mentally, spiritually, and possibly physically. So basically, she took advantage of him. She was aware what he was going through. She was aware that he was really sick and fucked up. But she felt that she could help him out. That's why I say I don't take her seriously. She took advantage of him. Let's keep it real. She said she knew it. He said he knew it. And she decided to get that R. Kelly reign from him. Allegedly.
Resources, you know, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through very...
She said she tried to give him resources so he could pull through. Yeah, okay.
difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. You know?
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
I launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
Do y'all really think that August is really fully healed from her medicine? Do y'all think he's healed from his mental illness? Do y'all think he's healed from Jada Pinkett? You can't make this shit up, boy. Y'all, I want y'all to hear real clear. Real clear.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And I think that that whole process with Og really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
Because I wasn't...
Bullshit. She said it was a lesson. Shout out to Jess Lee, man, for the $2 donation. She said, Mr. P, I love your channel. You're right. Tell them. Shout out to you, my brother. See how they able to twist these baby mama tapes, able to twist it around and make it like, hey, I ain't really do nothing. You know, I was trying to help. I was trying to be there. I was trying to boast them dope moves. But these the ones you supposed to protect. Shit. I'm gonna let Clay Davis speak on that when it comes to protecting baby mama chairs like this. Shit. Goddamn right. Let's continue. Yep. Yeah, black queens, huh? That ain't no queen. Shit. Sucker.
I'm sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
That's, you know what, Jap, that's a good question. Minister Jap says, why she didn't try to fix Will and fix the marriage? She rather fix a side nigga. Because she don't want Will. As far as I'm concerned, she don't want Will. She's there because of the perks, the power, and the money that she gonna get if he was to pass away before her. You already know why. Most of these motherfuckers marry, have kids for the wrong reasons. They never do it because this is love, this is somebody I want to be with. No, they do it because of resource. No, she wasn't gonna fix Will. Why would she fix Will? She don't have to, because as long as she got this caping simp sucker mind blown to jump to her defense and be there at all costs, she don't have to do a damn thing but keep reaping the benefits of his ass. Shout out to Minister Jap.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like...
And I wish, you know, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers. You know, and I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and I, we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
until you go through
through some stuff, you know. I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you back first, and then
You gonna get me back. I think you've got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
She said, I think we're good on that. You don't need to get me back. Man, shit, all right. That's what I'm saying. Weirdos. I agree. Bunch of goof-ass weirdos. But, hey, he ain't going nowhere. Let's keep it real. He ain't going nowhere. Let's continue.
okay, that's probably true.
You know, and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But, you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
And I want you, look, in the video, they gave each other high fives. They said bad marriage for life. So basically, they already know that they would never have, well, she would never love him. She would never be faithful, as far as I'm concerned. She would never stop disrespecting him, whether it's due to interviews or fucking around. They both just said they're gonna keep living a bad marriage. And they've been married for 25 years. This is why I want y'all to see the past before we go to Chris Rock. You can't tell that this dude got all the bullshit and fuckery that he had to deal with her built up in him. I want y'all to hear that part again for you dumb motherfuckers in the back talking about, you know, food shortage and shit and gas prices and shit. This nigga, they both said, we salute to bad marriage.
I think we're good on that, okay?
Okay, that's probably true.
You know, and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But, you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Bad marriage for life. And they laughing about it, but they dead serious. They dead serious. Bad marriage for life. Yeah, okay. They laughing and joking, but they not joking. Especially Jada. She ain't joking. Dead serious. See, that's why I say I wanted y'all to see the past, because some of y'all didn't watch her shit. I didn't watch her shit, but I did watch the situation when they had that discussion. I did watch how Will Smith tried to dumb it down and say she never cheated and all that bullshit. You know, I want to go to the past. You know, yeah, I heard about that rumor. I heard that Jada was dealing with one of the dude that died from Criss Cross. He was 15, she was 22. But let's continue, because this the end.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were.
She said it's part of the journey. Bad marriage is part of the journey, but whatever you say, fam.
We're married.
What'd you tell me?
That I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said, this, and this is going to happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah.
You already said? He said it. I can love you through anything. Yeah, Jada the husband. He said it. He said, you didn't believe it. I could love you through anything. So that already gave her that eye-opener. I can do what the fuck I want to do. He ain't going nowhere. I got me a Simp enforcer.
Here I come to save the day.
And now he's singing Bill Withers as well.
Keep on using me until you use me up.
Like I said, we got to go back to the past. Y'all heard out they mouths. You don't believe me? The link's in the chat. Y'all want to see, see him moving around and shit. Yeah. She didn't think he was stupid enough to stick around whatever happened, whatever she did, whatever she caused, whatever she dismantled and destroyed. She never thought that. She thought eventually he was gonna move around, but no, he ain't going. He's safe for better for worse. That's why y'all use that happy wife, happy life, that for better for worse shit. Y'all use that shit too loosely. I'll tell you that. But let's continue.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married
What'd you tell me?
that I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said, this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey, he said, how am I doing? She said, you doing great. So you know what that means, guys? He's doing a damn good job. You know how I say about doing a damn good job? Y'all know where I'm going at, right? Let's give Will that shout out from this baby mama Terrace that's telling him he's doing a good job. Bitch doing a good job.
Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Fuck that laundry. Fuck that dish. Take a break and shake that shit.
Shake that shit. Shake that shit. Yeah. He doing a damn good job shopping at suckers. He doing a damn good job. Everybody give him a hand clap. He's doing a damn good job. Yeah, Kirby says unbelievable. Oh, man, no, it ain't. When I tell y'all that these simple forces are men downfall, I mean that to the T. See, these the ones that come out and kill a man because a bitch says so. Tell a lie, and they know it's a lie, and guess what? They still go attack that man. Simple forces. She said, you doing a damn good job. Yeah, ignorant.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, when it comes down to this situation, Will Smith made a choice. Will Smith made a choice to deal with fuck shit like this. This is why I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel bad for him because he made a choice. Excuse me. Excuse me. He made a choice. He has that right to make a choice. He has that right. And that's why I say this video is not about making him break up with Jada or him to separate himself from her, cut off and all that. No, he's not going nowhere. This is to let y'all know. To let y'all know all the turmoil, bullshit that he's been dealing with for over 25 years. Now, this is what's going to lead to what happened a couple of days ago. I'm going to show that video. Because she has the battery behind his back. She got the strings on him. He's howdy doody and shit. He a puppet. She runs that house. She wear the pants. And he do a damn good job allowing it. Yes, he did it to himself. He was jealous of Tupac. He admitted that all over the fucking world. He was jealous of Pac because he knew that she loved Pac. Hell, their daughter wished that Tupac came back to life so he can make her mama happy. You can't make this shit up. Go look it up. Willow Smith wished for Tupac to come back to be in her mama's life so she could be happy again. You can't make this shit up. Even the daughter is for the shit. Shout out to Dave for the 499. He said Will Smith walked so Russell Wilson could run. Hashtag Judas prayer. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah. That's some shit right there. Look it up. She said, I wish. She said, I wish Tupac would come back so he could come back with my mom to make her happy. Yeah. Kids ignorant. Now, let's talk about this. We'll led up to the slap, you know. We'll led up to this slap. Let's talk about the slap. I'm going to show that one. I'm going to show that one. Yeah, look it up. I ain't lying. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not lying. Now, we're going to talk about what happened a couple of days ago. Yeah, that's really cold. See, this is why I wanted y'all to understand the past. Because a lot of shit, yeah, we see, you know, he walked up, he smacked him, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. But we had to go to the past. Because in my opinion, all the shit that he go through, all the shit that's built inside him, because he always saying, hey, regardless, I'm going to still be here. He tried to justify what she do. He tried to lie for her and everything else. He ain't beating her ass. And I think then he had to let out his frustration. Not only that, she gave him that look. Yeah, I put a spell on you. Yep, because you're mine. I put a spell on you. Yeah, real talk. That shit real. You get that one to put that spell on you, man. You don't know what to do with yourself. Shout out to Hologram for the $2 donation. She said he's in a competition he can't win with a dead man. You ain't never lied, brother. Now, let's talk about this. Chris Rock joked about her hair. And Will Smith laughed. But when his wife did that look, he had to go Simp mode. And he had to let it be known, you don't talk shit about my wife, but he was just laughing. He saw it was funny. But when he saw his wife with that look, that Simp enforcer transformed in him.
Here I come to save the day.
This is why I don't think it's staged. Now let's check this out.
Denzel Macbeth. Loved it. I love the part where it said, King Lear don't got nothing on me. Y'all gotta see it. It's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Now, let's go back. Now, this I'm gonna do my going back now. He talked shit about the other two couples. I don't know who they are, but he said who they are. He joked about Denzel. He joked about them too. He joked about Jada's hair. Now, they said he said some shit back in 2016. This shit ain't got nothing to do with what happened a couple of days ago. People try to say, well, he did it before. Listen, this dude is laughing. This dude is laughing. Everybody was laughing. She the only one that wasn't laughing. She rolled her eyes. She looked sideways. You know, like, oh, this nigga. That's when he noticed that it was triggering. She gave him that senses. Oh, you fucking up, dude. You laughing. Hell no. Nah. You better defend my motherfucking honor. So then here you go. How I go?
Here I come to save the day.
Let's hear it again.
It's like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
Now, before we get to the slap, shout out to Hologram for the $2 donation. They says, what happened to good black woman cancel Jada? I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why the good black woman ain't cancel Jada, because most of the evil ones override the good black women. That's why. The majority is gonna say that's what Chris get. I never liked Chris. That's what a husband's supposed to do. That's what my man better do. That's why. That's why, bro. It's more evil than it is good. Just like it's more simp forces than it is men. So now, Chris Rock got his hand behind his back. Now, one time did he move his hand? Even when he got smacked, he kept behind his hand. He knew that he's gonna get smacked. Now, a couple people saying that it was staged. If this shit was staged, it still give Will Smith an L. It still make him get an L. If this was staged, this makes him get an L still. But let's watch it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Now, don't get it twisted. When he smacked him, I don't know if you're going to see it because of my name. When he smacked him, when he turned around, he had his smirk on his face. I'm not even going to lie. He had a smirk on his face. So that will make you think this shit was staged. But the reason why I don't think it was staged, because when he started cussing, saying, you don't say shit or don't say fucking thing about my wife, that wasn't no motherfucking stage. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Watch it. Let me see if it shows where he grinned, because like I said, I got my name up there. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
See, he's smirking right here. He's smirking right here. He tried not to laugh. He was trying not to laugh. And then when he walked, he looked the other way with like a mean face so he could straighten himself up.
Wow.
And then, he straightened himself up. But let's be real. How many people have you seen get stole on and the person who stole on them laughed? So that's why I still can't say it was staged, but I do understand why a lot of y'all say it was staged, because he smirked. And the way he slapped him, they paused it where the hand was up a certain way and how he did it. But I don't think it was staged. He smirked, but like I said, I seen guys get stole on and the person that stole on him laugh, grin, even though they punched the shit out of him, knocked their ass. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even use that. So now let's start it again. I'm gonna run it through till he go that, till he start cussing at him and shit. Yeah, I want to go back to that because she really was smiling at first till he said that shit.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
See, that's why I say that wasn't no scripted shit. That wasn't script, not to me. Now, if y'all say it wasn't, then hey, it is what it is. We just disagree with that. That shit was real. Nigga got louder and louder. He didn't care who was around. At that moment, he was heated. That dude was straight simp enforcement. I have to give a shout out to Chris Rock because that dude kept it going. He didn't snap out. He didn't swing back. He kept it going. He had to think like, man, and be cool. I had to give him that. I had to give him that, man. Because if he would have swung back and fought back, it would look bad on him, even though he was defending himself. You know, especially in some shit like this. It don't look fake to me. So, like I say, and how he joked it, he said, damn, Will Smith just slapped shit out of me. So he made people laugh with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he handled it like a G. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, but this ain't stage. I'm sorry, man. But like I say, you got a right to believe what you believe. Let's see that again.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Nick, name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay?
And the thing about it is, you didn't say that when you was laughing, motherfucker. He was laughing with everybody else. He saw this. He thought the shit was funny like a motherfucker. But now all of a sudden, since Jada gave you that look, then you felt you had to go do the Simp enforcement move. See what I mean by getting yourself set up for failure, guys?
Here I come to save the day.
But I wonder why you didn't smack August Alsina for what the fuck he did. Hell, not even August. I wonder why you ain't slap your wife like that when she was fucking around with your son's friend. Why you didn't smack 50 Cent when he was in your DMs like, man, you know, you girl out here disrespecting you out in the public? Why you smack Chris Rock? Yeah, he was laughing. He didn't see nothing wrong with it until his wife gave him that look, and he said, shit, I got to defend her honor because if not, I'm going to look bad. This is why a lot of you brothers are locked up to this day or dead in the motherfucking ground because you listen to some baby mama tears ass bitch set you up for failure. And you know what? Chris Rock knew he was going to do something because he sure braced up. He braced up. Yep, she activated him. You know, these Simp forces be activated. They robots. I'm gonna play it all the way through, and then we go on to the his award speech. How he's full of shit with that.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Nick, name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for best documentary. Now, the beauty of documentaries, because they make you, when you watch one, you feel smart. Like you watched them, like, you know, like you read a book or something. But all you really did was get high and watch Netflix.
That was basically what was all recorded on that, but he kept it going. He kept it going. He kept it going. I had to give it to him, man. He kept that shit going. He responded and say, I won't mention it, you know, I won't mention the name no more. And this was a meme that was very interesting. And that's how I look at it. I ain't taking that. Babe, it's a joke. He laughing. Handle it, Will. Oh, baby, it's William. There we go. That's how I see it. Just like that. I ain't taking that. He laughing. Babe, it's just a joke. She got that look. Handle it, Will. He like, oh, baby, it's. She like, William. And then he go there, smack him, come back. Yeah, keep my wife's fucking name out your fucking mouth or whatever the fuck. That's what I'm saying, man. Now, I want y'all to see the speech. Well, now the speech, I don't show the speech, but you get to hear what he got to say. He's full of shit. He talk about, Sky Daddy. Anytime motherfucker getting some shit, they holler Jesus. That would say Sky Daddy. Devil's son-in-laws. They ain't talking about the real God. He did get an award for that movie King Richard.
And the Oscar goes to
Will Smith! King Richard! Oh man. Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family.
So now basically he want to compare Mr. Williams with what he did because he was the defender of his family. So he's trying to say he was defending his family even though he was laughing at the motherfucking shit. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, that's him crying. He cried through that shit. But let's continue. He want to compare Mr. Williams protecting his children versus this dude laughing at the joke about his wife, but then she gave him the look. Now he got to protect her because he had to. It was a must. But he want to compare the two. You can't make this shit up. But I'm a dumbass nigga off Cottage Grove. Well, let's continue.
In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world.
Yeah, see, Mr. Scientology says God. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these baby mama terrorists and these civil forces love to use God when they get caught in their shit. See, this a dude don't represent no God. He ain't talking about the God that we praise. He's talking about Sky Daddy, an illusional God, a fake God, Scientology God. See, I don't take this dude serious because they always quick to holler God when they get caught in their shit. He's talking about Sky Daddy, not God. But let's continue.
Making this film, I got to protect Ingenue Ellis, who was one of the strongest, most delicate people I've ever met. I got to protect Sanaya and Demi, the two actresses that played Venus and Serena.
He ain't protect shit because they got security on the set. Armed security probably, but he got security. He ain't protect shit. Now, I ain't saying he wasn't hanging around him. He wasn't talking to him. He wasn't getting to know him and shit like that. That's what actors do. He wasn't protecting the goddamn thing. Don't fall for that shit. This nigga trying to justify his actions by using Mr. Williams' movie and compare to his. But see, I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. You can't make this shit up. Don't fall for it. Shout out to Hologram for the $2 donation. He said, and next year when it's only whites in the first 10 rows. Let's continue, man. Look at these suckers clap. Yeah, God.
I'm being called on in my life to love people.
Right.
And to protect people.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's saying that God made him a protector. God called him to protect people. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. See how he's trying to manipulate y'all? Or I ain't saying y'all personally, but manipulate y'all to justify why he did what he did. No different than these fake ass preachers. My God told me and all that shit. See, he's trying to compare what a father went through versus a simp ass husband. I'm telling you. God don't have nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real. This dude is trying to justify why he did what he did. Let's continue.
And to be a river to my people. Now, I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you.
And you know what? What he's saying right there is true. Because he's been through disrespect. He's been through being ridiculed, bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. But guess who it came from? His motherfucking wife. So he put some of his emotional shit that he's been dealing with for many years. So what he's talking about, as far as I'm concerned, he's talking about the bullshit he had to endure dealing with his wife. Y'all don't hear me though. He's talking about what he had to deal with, what he continued to endure when it comes to his wife. And what he said though, I ain't going nowhere. I meant that when we did our wedding vows and shit like that. She didn't believe that shit because the average man ain't going. Or the average man got a breaking point. He ain't got no breaking point, but he's a broken man. Yes, shout out to Hologram. He's in a sunken space. Well, sunken place. Hashtag sunken place. Shout out to Dripping the Game. And for the $1.99, he said it's the spirit of Jezebel. I rebuke it. Facts. Yes. Another Lilith. A Jezebel. The devil's son-in-law. Evil doer. He's talking about his wife there. All the shit he had to endure in his entertainment and being a celebrity. So he's telling the truth. He's talking about his wife there, as far as I was concerned. But let's continue.
And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
Right. What all he did when all this shit's been going on? Smiling, pretending, making excuses, doing anything she say do interviews when he really didn't want to do it. Make her look like she's an innocent victim and he's the dumb fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all ain't gonna talk about that. Y'all talking about he did the right thing. Shit. Let's continue.
But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
Well, the devil, as far as I'm concerned, is coming for you is the motherfucker you married. The devil that you've been married to for 25 years and plus. What I tell y'all, men, especially black men, when they talk about white supremacy, you ain't got to worry about white supremacy. White supremacy on the other side laughing, getting a grin on. You got white supremacy laying with your motherfucking ass. You got white supremacy who you got a kid with. You got the motherfucker calling white supremacy to set you up for failure with false allegations. Yeah, Denzel told him the truth, but the devil is the motherfucker you still continue to worship, make excuses for, simp for, and endure pain, hurt, and misery. But let's continue. Yeah.
It's like, I want to be a vessel for love. I want to say thank you to Venus and Serena. I just spit. I hope they didn't see that on TV. I want to say thank you to Venus and Serena and the entire Williams family for entrusting me with your story. That's what I want to do. I want to be an ambassador of that kind of love and care and concern. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
And let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something to y'all. A lot of people say he apologized to Chris Rock. He did not apologize to Chris Rock when he was getting this award. He apologized to the nominees, to the people in the Oscars. He did not apologize to Chris Rock. He did not say, I want to apologize to Chris Rock. He put it on his Instagram or his Twitter, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock when he was there. So to me, when people say that he apologized, that's a motherfucking lie. He did not apologize to Chris Rock. He did it on Instagram. And to me, that's some bullshit. You should have did that shit when you was on stage apologizing to everybody else. Shout out to Dallas D, aka Melanated Candid Productions, for the 499. He said he should have told Venus to cover her tatas if he wanted to protect them. You can't make this shit up. See, that was a fucking lie. Shout out to I'm Just Saying. For the $1.99, he said, brother, this is why your channel is needed. Hashtag strong, hashtag black fist. Shout out to you, bro. See, like I said, people trying to make justification why he did what he did. He didn't do it for the right reason. He did it because his wife said so. Let's hear that apology again. Who he apologized to?
The Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine light on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family. Art and
like I said, full of shit. Shout out to Sir Tice for the $10 donation. He says maybe he is best actor for this phony ass speech. By the way, Mr. P in chat, pay attention to your friends in social media posting their support of this Simp enforcer. They're giving you free info of their mindsets. Yeah, and the sad part about it, most of them are black. This is why the black community is where it's at and ain't never gonna change in our lifetime. I was gonna post your screenshot, bro, but I couldn't X out dude picture and name, so that's why I ain't put it up, because I sure gonna put it up there. Yeah, Simp enforcer. Shout out to you, Sir Tice. See, this shit is real. Shout out to Hologram for the $2 donation. He says, I like Will, but he knew Chris couldn't swing back. Facts. Like I said, he didn't do that to 50 Cent. He didn't do that to Alcina, which he shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's continue with his excuses and whining.
imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams.
See, So he's trying to dumb down what he did. I'm looking like the crazy father like Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams ain't walk up and smack nobody. Mr. Williams tried to talk it out and he got jumped on. Mr. Williams didn't come out and attack nobody. You did. So you can't compare yourself to Mr. Williams. You full of shit. Yeah.
But love will make you do crazy things.
Nah. He say love will make you do crazy things, which, yeah, he kind of right. But that's not love, fam. In my opinion, what him and Jada have is not love. And to be honest with you, what Alcina was going through with Jada Pinkett, that's exactly what he going through with her ass too. He going through the same shit that August went through. The only difference is August got it worse because he got cut off. That's not love. That's not love at all. That's simp enforcement. He wouldn't do that to no 50 cents. He wouldn't do that to August. He wouldn't do it to nobody else. He wouldn't do it. Yeah, he wouldn't do it to LL Cool J. He ain't gonna do it to nobody. Ice-T, nobody. He did it to Chris Rock because he knew Chris Rock wasn't gonna respond like the average man would. Well, let's continue.
To my mother, a lot of this moment is really complicated for me, but to my mother, she didn't want to come out. She had her knitting friends. She has a knitting crew that she's in Philly watching with. Being able to love and care for my mother and my family, my wife. I'm taking up too much time. Thank you for this honor. Thank you for this moment. And thank you on behalf of Richard and Oracene, the entire Williams family. Thank you. Hoping Academy invites me back. Thank you.
Yeah, see, he tried to use Mr. Williams as a scapegoat, Sky Daddy as a scapegoat, and try to talk about that protect my family shit. Yeah, all right. Shout out to Dr. Doug for the $2 donation. Says not love, pedalization of his woman simp enforcement. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, my brother. You know what I'm gonna play? Well, before I do that, shout out to Hologram again for the $2. And they said, bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Shout out to Hologram. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread for the $4.99. He said, Mr. Paul, I just got my hands on this video where Jada Pinkett's mom admits that Jada Pinkett dad raped her while in their marriage. Let's part 2 this. All right. I'm not surprised now. I ain't surprised about when she talked to her mama, man. Same shit. Same shit. Now, I want y'all to check out the video. This video. And let me tell you how a real wife should roll when it comes to the husband want to cause violent harm on somebody, which is justified. But a real wife or a real woman is gonna make you think or tell you not now. Hey, if you do this or if you respond, you got a lot to lose. A wife's supposed to make you see the light. Your woman is supposed to help you see the light when it's darkness because you want to go in. I want y'all to check out Terry Crews. And I ain't gonna lie, when he brought up about that man putting his hand on his dick, I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. I wish a motherfucker would do some shit like that. Man, fuck that. I'm beating his ass. I'm going to jail. I'm just going to be dropped out and blackballed. But now that I look at this and I see how Jada basically gave him the look and he went from laughing to simp enforcement, I have to retract what I said. Actually, I got to apologize because I said that dude was a goofy, a lame. How you be big and you let that dude touch you and stuff like that. See, that's the thing we got to stop doing, guys. Even women, we have to stop talking that, well, you big. Ain't no way you should let that ride. You should have did X, Y, Z. But then when it come to Chris Rock, we give him hand claps saying, hey, shout out to you for not swinging back. So I was actually wrong after looking at this. That was my wake-up call. And I want you to hear when Terry Crews, because a lot of men talked about him and laughed at him. How especially black men, how you let some dude put his hand on your dick and you ain't do nothing. Now let me tell you, I'm gonna show y'all what a real wife or a real woman is supposed to do to protect you and the foundation. Check this out. It's only 2 minutes. Let's check this out.
And he looked me in my eyes and he was sticking his tongue out overtly sexually to me. I mean, it was no mistake that this was a sexual type tongue move. And I'm going, and I'm thinking it's a joke. I'm thinking, is this how this guy breaks the ice? I don't understand what this is.
Confused, Crews said he reached out to shake his hand.
I reached my hand out and he takes his right hand and under mine and immediately squeezes, grabs my genitals and I'm jump back like, hey, whoa. And he jumps back and he still does this tongue stuff and he's making weird noises and then he comes back again and grabs me again. And I slap his hand away, push him back more forcefully. And I'm like, what are you doing?
According to Crews, the alleged groping happened in front of his wife, Rebecca King Crews. She confirmed her husband's account to ABC News.
So she's witnessing the entire thing. She's witnessing the whole thing. And we're just not, I can't even begin to describe to you how bizarre this is. It's so bizarre. I wake up every morning like, is this a bad dream? Does this really happen?
Because a lot of people will look and they'll go, here he is, former NFL linebacker, 6'3", 240 pounds, just muscles everywhere. How could he be assaulted?
That plays into the total stereotype of black men that we have to be violent.
Crews says his wife's calming influence prevented the incident from escalating.
I felt nothing but rage, Mike. But my wife prepared me. She said, Terry, you cannot handle these kind of things with violence. You can't hit back because if you hit people and if you do this stuff, you're going to be under the jail.
Adam! Now, I think you need to watch who you call.
Now, what I want y'all to understand, you see the difference? He was enraged. He wanted to knock him the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once he put his motherfucking hands on my dick, I would have just stole his ass. That would have been my reflex. It wouldn't have been no what the fuck. It wouldn't have been no, I can't believe this shit. It would have been a straight reaction real quick. But, let's talk about the wife. The reason why I'm talking about it is because of the wife. What did that wife tell him? Don't do it. You got a lot to lose if it blows up in your face. You got to move differently. You got to do something differently. You know what I'm saying? I get it, y'all. It would have been murder. And I get it. But look, I'm just telling you, his wife didn't egg him on. So even if he would have went and did it anyway, I had to give props to the wife because she did try to calm him down and think before he do this action. That's what a woman, that's what a wife, that's what your black queen is supposed to do. Instead of telling you or give you that look, go stump this motherfucker out because he looked at me the wrong way. See, that's the difference between a real black woman and the model, the black baby mama terrorists, feminists, Al Keishas, Al Wild Mel Nishas. I'm gonna play that shit again. I get it, y'all. For y'all men, I get it. Yeah, I'd have killed him. I'd have beat the fuck out of him. I'd have lost my job. I'd have lost everything. I get it. But I'm talking about the wife. Even if he turned around and decided, man, fuck what you talking about, I'm gonna beat this dude ass. She still told him, and she still tried to stop him. But you got everybody on social media talking about, yeah, that's the way black men are supposed to be. Stop talking and do some actions. But while you locked up in jail and that dude dead or in the hospital, whatever, she out there sucking another nigga dick. You in the jail cell singing, "No sunshine, no sunshine, anytime." See, you singing the blues now. But see, I hate black women. I hate women. I'm a dumb nigga out Cottage Grove. I sleep on the couch and everything else. But like I said, motherfuckers still can't prove me wrong. When God made Eve to be the rib, that's exactly what she's supposed to do. And even sisters in here saying, yeah, right. Supposed to be a support. I'm gonna play it one more time. And I get it. It triggered. I know it triggered y'all. Some dude putting their hand on you. I get it. But I'm talking about this wife that told him, no, don't do it. That ain't the way to go. If you do this, X, Y, Z gonna happen. You're gonna lose it all. And luckily, he listened. Shout out to Hologram for the $2 donation. He says, hashtag a wife who's invested in her family, not herself. Facts. Facts. See, that's the way a woman is supposed to be. That's the woman that you are supposed to protect. That's the woman that you're supposed to shield. That is the woman that you are supposed to lead. Those are the ones who deserve it. Not these baby mama tears that's trying to throw you in harm's way. Man, why ain't you punk his ass out? Why ain't you smack him this shit? Because you try to talk it out. See, you a bitch ass nigga. See, I'd have got Pookie across the street. He would have shot him. You a bitch ass nigga. So now you emasculate. That's why a lot of our boys are weak and fucked up to this day, because they've been raised by these baby mama tears. That's why the community has been destroying our boys for the last 50, 60, and 70 fucking years. That's why these dude baby mama tears, our queens are the leaders and the pillars of our black community. That's why I say the community is dead. I don't see no improvement, no change until they wipe all these motherfuckers out and start over. Won't be in our lifetime, because anytime you got the mindset that, yeah, he did right, he got up there on national TV, out there with all the folks out there trying to get your award, you smack the shit out of another black man, because you wouldn't have did it if he was a Jew. You wouldn't have did it if he was a white dude. You'd have sat there, kept laughing, and shut the fuck up and dance a jig. Well, since it was Chris Rock and your wife told you, hey, man, you better check that nigga, you stopped laughing and did what you did. You fucked up. Let's hear that one more time, though, and I'm going to open up the chat line.
It happens to me again. And I slapped a sexual type tongue move. And I'm going, and I'm thinking it's a joke. I'm thinking, is this how this guy breaks the ice? I don't understand what this is.
Confused, Cruz said he reached out to shake his hand.
I reached my hand out, and he takes his right hand and under mine and immediately squeezes, grabs my genitals, and I'm jump back like, hey, whoa. And he jumps back, and he still does this tongue stuff, and he's making weird noises, and then he comes back again and grabs me again. And I slap his hand away, push him back more forcefully, and I'm like, what are you doing?
According to Cruz, the alleged groping happened in front of his wife, Rebecca King Cruz. She confirmed her husband's account to ABC News.
So she's witnessing the entire thing.
She's witnessing the whole thing. And we're just not, I can't even begin to describe to you how bizarre this is. It's so bizarre. I wake up every morning like, is this a bad dream? Does this really happen?
Because a lot of people will look and they'll go, here he is, Former NFL linebacker, 6'3", 240 pounds, just muscles everywhere. How could he be assaulted?
That plays into the total stereotype of Black men that we have to be violent.
Cruz says his wife's calming influence prevented the incident from escalating.
I felt nothing but rage, Mike. But my wife prepared me. She said, Terry, you cannot handle these kind of things with violence. You can't hit back, because if you hit people and if you do this stuff, you're going to be under the jail.
Adam!
And you know what? On that note,
truth is what it is.
Truth is what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. Ted Cruz is a simp ass nigga too, because he caped for baby mama Terrence too. But in this situation, was right is right and was wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Was right is right and was wrong is wrong. And his wife was right. I ain't no fan of Terry Crews either. He a simp enforcer. But he ain't going out there smacking other black dudes though. He caped for these baby mama Terrence, black women. You know what I'm saying? And this I want y'all to realize this is for white men, black men, Hispanic men, and all men. When it comes to this system, this feminist ideology will set you up for failure, and you need to stop falling for their baits. Change the laws of your mind. Stop being a sucker. Y'all heard the interview with Jade and Will. He said, I ain't going nowhere. Bad marriage for life. Yes, Lolita. She talked Terry off the ledge. That's what a wife's supposed to do. Supposed to diffuse, if she can. She's supposed to at least try. But see, people gonna say, "Oh, you just hate black women. You hate women. You just a hater. You just jealous. You just jealous because Will and Smith together." I don't give a fuck about them niggas. Because I wish I would be a celebrity rich and all my personal business out there for everybody to see because my wife is running her mouth or getting caught in dumb shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I put the link in here for everybody who want to check in right quick. We got my man, Classy. What's up, fam? I'm you, bro.
Hey, what's up, sir? Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear, man. What's going down?
I was looking down the list of hosts last night when I was at work of the Oscar hosts. Most of them seem to be comedians, right?
Yeah, what I seen, yeah.
The very first comedian was Bob Hope. Now, as I'm going down this list, white. Stop right there. Black male, late 1967, black male comedian, early 1970s. Mr. Palmer, can you tell me which black comedian do you think I'm talking about?
You know what, bro? I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch the Oscars. I only watched that.
No. But I'm saying back in the day, that black comedian during that time period that everybody loved in Black America.
Somebody that's around now?
No, he was back in the 70s.
Back in the 70s, Richard Pryor.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Pryor. He was a host. Huh?
No, I was saying, if you talking about the past, yeah, Richard Pryor.
Well, I'm going to use an example.
Okay.
Do you remember how harsh and how cutthroat their jokes were back in the day?
Yes.
Imagine this for a second. I want you to imagine this. Take Chris Rock out of that picture just for a second. Let's say you installed Richard Pryor in that situation.
Yeah.
People are so insensitive to nowadays. Richard Pryor would have cut through Jada. Let me give you an example. Hey, Will, how's it going? Jada, oh my God, America. We found our extinct animal. There's America's next bald eagle.
You're right.
And guess what would have happened? Let's just say Will went up and hit him. Do you think those jokes would have stopped coming?
Nope.
And once he said, keep my wife out your effing mouth, Richard Pryor would have came back with something, say, you know what? You need to tell your wife to keep them D's out her effing mouth.
Facts.
And if he would have hit him again, he would have kept cutting through him. He would have cut Jada so hard that she would have went home crying. That's how harsh those brothers was back in the day when it came to the comedic jokes.
Facts.
These comedians today, they take y'all lightly.
That's because they scared, because they see that they could get banned and flagged. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Integrity is one of my pet peeves, and also freedom of speech as well. You're not going to stop me for speaking the truth. If I'm speaking the truth, you ain't about to stop me. But when you speak the truth, that's when they want to kill you, as Jesus. So, I mean, it's real. But you're right. If it was Richard Pryor, it'd have been a whole another story. He'd have kept doing it.
Yeah, or people like Sam Kinison and George Carlin. Oh, my God.
Yes, sir.
They would have ripped right through him.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, I want to take this to even further past what Will did to Chris Rock, because I thought he handled himself like the ultimate professional.
I agree.
What Will Smith does not understand past what he did to Chris Rock, he disrespected people before him that allowed him to get an invitation to the Oscar and to win the Oscar. Portier, Hattie McDaniels, Horn, Dandridge. They fought Hollywood to keep this type of ignorance away from black people.
That's why
he helped bring it back.
Black folks in the Oscars.
Thank you. And this is what people don't understand. They're talking about, yeah, Will. You're cheering him on. Do you want to know what Will would have never done? He would have never disrespected a white comedian with the last name Stein or Berg.
But you'll show get one of your brothers.
Thank you.
And that's
so while black. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying that's what I'm talking about.
So while black people, not all, the ones that's cheering this on, y'all think this is something good. That brother is in a position, and I've heard about this from a cop that I know from LAPD. He's not off the hook fully. The Oscar committee, they're doing an investigation on him. So he's in danger of losing that Oscar. I don't think he's going to lose it, but I think he's going to, he's in a lot of trouble. And a lot of people are cheering this on. I'm like, dude, do you know he disrespected another black man? What about his family, his wife?
Right.
There's a way he could have handled this. But, before rehearsals, he could have went and talked to Will Packer, who is one of the most powerful producers, black men, that they allowed to produce the Oscars. Probably just as powerful as Tyler Perry and Oprah. He could have went to them before rehearsal and said, hey, can somebody talk to Will and tell him, hey, my wife is going through a health condition. You don't need to tell him what it is. I wouldn't mind if you do not tell jokes about my wife. If you want to talk about me, that's perfectly fine. Anything about my wife, we're going to have a problem. Now, if she had cancer, I'll be like, okay, Will, he probably, it wasn't the best thing to do, but I'll be like, I see why you're upset, but you can't die from alopecia.
But I was just going to say, that's not no cancer. See how they try to lie and say it was a blood disease? No, that's leukemia.
Right. It's not, Mr. Palmer, it's not even leukemia. Leukemia is a cancer. It's a bone cancer. You can't die from alopecia. There is no case in any hospital medical record around the world of anybody dying of alopecia.
True. And you know what? Can you tell everybody what you are?
Oh, I am an anesthesia attendant.
So for you dumb motherfuckers in the back that was talking about she had a blood disease and she it's deadly and all that stuff, trying to make an excuse why justifying why he hit another black man in public in front of everybody. He's a doctor.
Yes, you cannot die from alopecia. There's no case around the world, even in other medical facilities around the country, of anybody dying of alopecia. Yeah, I know. I got to change that smoke alarm. I'm just as bad as the single mothers. I'm sorry.
He shut out the perfect.
Yeah, you got me. You got me.
He said, dude, get that smoke alarm, a battery.
You got me. I just got off work. I apologize. But I got to take care of that. But at the same time, a lot of people don't understand. This is why I respect Terry Crews's wife. Now, he is a cornball.
Yeah, he is.
But I respect Terry Crews's wife. She understood, hey, man, you're going to put yourself in a position where you might lose everything that we built. Not saying that what that man did to you was right. But you got to think with a more logical mindset. And Will did not do that night.
But look, he was laughing at first. It was funny to him until he saw the wife give him that look.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking when I saw that. I was like, okay, he's laughing. She's not. In a matter of what part of 3 seconds, made him change his emotional mind state to go up there and hit Chris Rock. Now, what they didn't show, I bet you Jada said something to him before he got up.
I wish they'll show that part. I really wish. Shout out to Hologram for the $2 donation. She says she's losing her hair for Horn. Shout out to you, my brother.
Infidelity, you know, could be through stress.
Oh man. Hey, brother. You in California also, right?
Yes, I'm in Los Angeles. Yeah.
And let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on the interview? I don't know if you was I think you was in when she was talking to Will, and and they both said bad marriage for life, and he said he wasn't ever going nowhere. Regardless, I told you from day one I wasn't going nowhere. What is your take on that?
Bad marriage for life. My take on that is a lot of stress and depression for life. I'll explain why. Why do I say that? It's no big secret around Los Angeles that the rumors have been spread around Los Angeles that Will and Jada they like swingers type stuff. They're in an open relationship. However, you allowed a young man with a mental problem and a lot of problems to desecrate your sacred place was having sex in y'all's bed, and he agreed to it. So when I look at that Red Table Talk show, I'm looking at his face. I'm like, dude, you do not seem happy about this. And the problem with Will Smith is I think this is eating him so much that he's trying to put a good face around this, and it hasn't worked. That's why he went at Chris Rock. I think that was a lot of build-up stress. Exactly. A lot of people will say, oh, maybe because it was from the last Oscars, what he said during the boycott. Dude, if you haven't gotten over that over 6 years, you need to seek some therapy.
Let me ask you this, brother, and I ain't gonna hold you. Now, you a licensed, right?
Yes.
You certified, right?
Yes, sir.
And for those, because I used to work at Cook County Hospital, that's how I know. If you get caught up with any type of crime, you can lose it all, right?
In a heartbeat.
Right. You won't be able to practice in the United States. You have to go somewhere else. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, you're not married, are you?
No, sir.
Okay. So imagine that somebody made a joke. If you was married and somebody made a joke, better yet, you driving your wife, y'all going somewhere, a guy cut y'all off, and she tells you, "You gonna let him cut you off? We have to go beat his ass." How would you feel?
I wouldn't pay her no attention. Now you can say that I could be mad about the situation, but I go into thinking mode real fast. Like, okay, my bad side of my mind is telling me to get out and do what she said, go beat his ass. But a part of me is saying, wait a minute, hold up. Do I need to put myself in a position where I'll lose everything? And if I do beat his ass and get my butt kicked and I get fired and lose my job, house, and home, is she going to be there with me? Nope.
You already know. So this is what I'm telling y'all, when sometimes we have to think before we do. That's what I say we got to be thinkers and not reactors. Even if your wife or your cousin, your friend, your brother say, man, go do X, Y, Z. You got to think. Because this man is a doctor and he made good money. He would have lost it all.
Mr. Palmer.
If you did some shit like that.
I can get suspended or lose my job just for telling a patient in the hospital, a medical terminology that she's fat, and it can be true.
Yeah, I heard about that bullshit. Yeah, that too.
That's why they came up with words like obese and overweight to disguise a medical terminology of fat.
I remember that case. I remember.
You can say that nowadays and get in trouble.
Right. And especially you talk to these women because they will try to set you up for failure. Oh, he said he called me fat, but you are fat, man. But guess what? You fired.
How dare you do this to me?
See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. We have to change the laws in our mind. We definitely have to see things for what it is. They try to shame you because you said, man, I want to did all that. I'd have took him in the back. That would be the man way to do it.
Yeah. He could have said, look, he's known Chris for many years. They've known each other. I mean, him and Jada did the voiceover for Madagascar, so they've had close contact. He could have said, you know what, during commercial break, hey, Chris, we've known each other for a long time. I would respect the fact if you don't make jokes about my wife's head. because I know that's what you're going to go to next, because that's what comedians do historically. You go to any comedy show, any comedy store, I don't care what city you in, if you sitting at that front door, you're going to get clowned. I mean, that front row, excuse me.
Right, facts. Hey, man. Hey, choose what it is, man. You
Yes,
came on at the
sir.
right time, bro.
Yeah.
You came on at the right time.
But anyway, I appreciate you for inviting me on the show. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I just want to say one thing, brothers, don't put yourself in a situation where you're gonna wind up dead or in jail. I'll give you one example: Merlin Santana from the Steve Harvey Show.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
And she lied.
And let me tell you something else, Mr. Palmer. Let me say this: my name is Will Smith. You think I can't find another woman? And if she take half his money, you know what she won't get rid of? That Smith name.
She'll put a dash on it.
Thank you. Just like she got it on right now, Pinkett-Smith. It's going to stay there, and she won't remarry.
You know what? I'm glad you said that was already disrespect anyway. I wish I would marry you and you don't drop your last name. You're gonna put a dash. That already shows that she's a feminist and she's gonna not be, she don't want to be led. She'll be trying to lead you.
Yes, it sounds like she's straddling the fence.
Right. I wish I would marry a woman that ain't gonna drop their name. Shit.
But you know what, Mr. Palmer? A lot of people don't know this. I don't know if a lot of the crowd knew this back during the Tupac days. Excuse my what's the name? I'm gonna get that fixed. However, he knew that Jada was still in love with Tupac. He still went along with it.
Right.
He kept going along with it. He even said in plenty of interviews, I cannot compete with Tupac for Jada's love. It will never happen.
Yeah.
And even after the Red Table Talk interview, he even made mentions, I need to get back with my first wife. Oops. But Will Smith, my favorite, I met the man when I was 9, favorite rapper, favorite actor, but brother, I'm not on your side on this. You played yourself.
Man, you're right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. It's all to it. I don't mean, hey, you know, I ain't gonna watch a movie or shit, but I'm saying you was a simp for us. You always been one, but that right here just beat the cake.
Oh, you didn't see his son's Twitter post, right? Jaden?
I ain't been watching this shit. Nah.
Oh, I saw that. He talk about, though, that's what we do. So I'm thinking your family makes an ass out of themselves and your mother sleeps with your friend and you're cool with that?
Right. Where they get that from? That's how they raise.
And I'm looking at that little sunflower like Prince, like, man, shut up. Go cook some pancakes and give me some grapes.
My man.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Hey, email me, bro.
Okay.
All right, now.
All right.
All right, peace out. I want to give a shout out to Chris Rocker for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you, my brother. I want to give a shout out to Chief Rocker one more again for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you, my brother. Like I say, man, yeah, they ain't gonna justify that shit.
Of course.
Dr. Doug in the house.
Yo, Mr. Motherfucking Palmer, what's up, my G, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, brother. You doing some symphony music on the profile?
Yeah. So I actually so yeah, the whole Dr. Doug thing. I actually have a doctorate in music, and so I'm a composer.
I figured you had a doctorate. I figured. Yeah.
Exactly.
Shout out to you, my brother.
Oh man, you know, man, like I really appreciate you going in on this. I was waiting for you yesterday. I actually went to your Instagram. I was like, maybe he put something up on his Instagram, but I didn't see anything. But then when you told us about your cousins, man, and they'll be in our prayers too, man. We're gonna be praying for them, man. But yeah, man. But this shit, man, this was crazy because my wife and I we were watching this shit live, man, and I was like, we were looking at each other. We were like, man, what just happened? Because, you know, they cut the feed when he was talking, right? And I was like, it looked like he hit him for real. And then I was like, no, he hit him for real. Because then you could see him talking. And then after that, you can see him stumble a little bit, try to get it back on track and keep it going. I was like, oh, he hit that nigga for real. And then I went to TikTok and the Australian feed was up and they were replaying the whole thing. And I was like, oh, he really smacked the crap out of this nigga. He smacked the taste out of this nigga mouth, man. And that's when I realized, okay, something really happened. But I had like 5 things that I talked about on a couple of my posts about this yesterday. The first thing was that we got to see one black man actually assault another black man, commit a crime. And just because, like the last caller had just said, just because Chris Rock didn't press any charges, that doesn't mean that one of the law enforcement officials outside of the event or even within the event won't investigate this and may perhaps pursue charges. Will could still go to jail over this shit. Like, this ain't really, the legal side of that ain't over yet. Even Judge Joe Brown was talking about that, and he brought up some stuff. He was like, yeah, the DA could actually look into this, and Will could still go to jail. And I
You're
was
right.
like, yo,
They have
for
picked-
real?
They have picked up cases like at one point with domestic
Yep.
violence. She can
That's
charge, but the state can pick it right back up if they
They
choose.
can pick it right up. That's right. That's right, man. And my thing too, he said, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane too. Can't wait to see it. G.I. Jane's a cultural badass icon. It was like people kept talking about, well, he was making fun of her condition. And I was like, if you really think that Chris Rock would be right, you think Chris Rock would sit there like that? His thinking is this: you have alopecia. I'm gonna joke about it just to be cruel for cruelty's sake, and there you go. I'm like, that's fucking stupid, man. Like,
Right.
Chris wouldn't do that. The dude's a professional, man. He's not gonna do that just for cruelty's sake. Now, if he wanted to, he could have kept, and this shows you that he wasn't doing that, because as soon as Will said what he said, I'm going to, and then he just moved on. Just was a total pro about it. Now imagine Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, hell, Jerry Seinfeld, Don Rickles. Now here, Don Rickles, he was never a tall guy. He was a small, pudgy guy. Will would have smacked Don Rickles. He'd have called him a hockey puck. Because that was his shtick. Calling motherfuckers a hockey puck. He would have went in on them. Dave Chappelle would have went in. And in fact, I said in a post one time that if it was Dave Chappelle, Will would have had two choices to make. He would have had, one choice would have been, he's going to straight up have to fight this nigga and beat his ass, or straight up fight him, or him and Jada going to have to leave because they probably wouldn't have let up. He would have just went in even harder. So I'm just like, dude, like, it's just like, that's just crazy. My thing also, Chris used to be friends with Will. They were friendly with each other, so much so that he even embarrassed himself on Will's show. Remember, before CB4, he played that character on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and that was really a favor to Will. That wasn't like something that he wanted to do, and because Chris didn't like the idea of being a black man wearing a dress, but it's like, it's for Will, it's for a black show, I'll do it. And it's just like, and you really think that man really meant to disrespect Jada? Come on, man. Like, she put the Energizer battery in his back and winded him up like the Energizer bunny and had that nigga out there making a fool of himself. Exactly, man.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
What do you think about? Like I said, he laughed at the joke. He thought it was funny. It's when he saw his wife and she gave him that look. Then he transformed the Simp enforcer.
Yep. That's exactly right. Your commentary on that is fucking brilliant, because that's exactly how that went down. I know, because here's the thing. While he's laughing, she chuckles for a minute, and then that face went blank. Like, it went like total resting bitch face. Like, if you watch that shit, it's like, haha, bitch face. And it was like, and they cut away. But I know the look she gave to that nigga. And that was that, Will, I need his soul. Go fetch me that nigga's soul right now. And he was like, here we go. Yep, exactly. And that nigga got on that Mortal Kombat shit with a quickness. Cracked that Wilt boy. That nigga went up there, smacked him, and then he got riled up. Had to make it look good. He had to sell it.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. But I think, a lot of times people talk about how, like, a lot of cats in the space here talk about how Jada is basically leading their relationship. And I think I think there's a lot of truth to that. But what I really think is the case, I think that Jada wants the perception out there that she's actually better than Will. You got to remember, Jada's been the real, quote unquote, real actor. Will was like a rapper who, basically was the Kanye West of the day, did nice, polite rap. And then he got a shot. He got a lucky shot in the acting. And whereas Jada, that's all she's ever done. And she never got the shot that Will got.
Right.
And so I call it the Martha Stewart syndrome. if you remember when Martha Stewart was married to her first husband, she used to literally tell this nigga, she would emasculate him at every turn she could. And she would tell him, I'm talented, more talented than you. I'm actually better than you. She would literally say that shit. And eventually he just got to a point, he was like, okay, between you sleeping with other niggas on me and you keep, berating me at every chance you get, I got to leave your ass. And so he ended up leaving her.
Smart man.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, I see the same stuff with Jada. I think she really wants us to believe that she's actually better than him. And Will is just the dude that got lucky. And he's lucky to have her. And unfortunately, she doesn't see him as the prize. But he sees her as the prize. And that's why he pedestalizes her. And it's just a classic case of pedestalizing women. You look at the way he acts about her, bad marriage for life. Dude, I've been married for 17 years, going on 18 years, man. My wife is not like that. My wife is not. She's like literally the polar opposite of that. If I was in a situation like that, where like the Terry Crews situation, my wife would have did probably the same thing. Hey, look, it's not worth it. Now I might still would beat that nigga's ass,
right?
But she would have definitely tried to stop me, and she damn sure wouldn't have let me go up on stage at the damn Oscars and do that, commit a crime in front of the entire world to see. No.
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. I want to give a shout out to All Mall for the $10 donation. She said, did you know 30 million smoke detectors suffer from battery abuse?
Oh my God. I'm so glad mine ain't going off, because that would be so embarrassing. Watch it go off before I get off. He'd be like, damn, there it is.
Hey, shout out to my man Dayon for the $2 donation. Said I seen pictures of them the slap, but no points of impact pits. Shout out to you, bro.
That's interesting, man. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Cass was talking about how they thought the slap was like a weak, like kind of a bitch slap. It was a weak slap. They thought it was fake.
It was just loud. I thought it was weak.
Yeah, exactly. So I just, man. I to be honest with you, man, that in that whole open marriage stuff, yeah, they may have the open marriage, but the thing is that it's crazy how the wife side got out in the public, but yet Will's indiscretions have not. And it just shows you the sort of lack of what do you call it? The lack of where you there's a word that I'm looking for, where you keep things private and keep things from getting out. No one should have ever knew too much about August Alsina. And to be honest with you, a lot of that comes from the fact that he lost stuff over it because everybody knew about it. And August didn't help the situation by talking about it in an interview, but he felt he had to do what he had to do. But you are freaking right when you talk about exactly how you talk about how she took advantage of that boy. I was like, yeah, she's a goddamn predator, man. That's predatory behavior at its finest, man. You can't make that up, man. Can't make that shit up, man.
100%, brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you coming on here, man.
All right, man. Hey, appreciate you having me, man. Keep it up, man. Fuck child support. Keep surfing them couches, bro.
Yeah. All right, my brother.
All right, brother.
All right, now peace out.
Yes, sir. Peace. Later.
Hey, what's up, Solo?
Yo. Hey, man.
What's going on with you?
My bad, I'm too loud.
It's like it kind of fade out a little bit.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, bro, man. Bruh, Will took a big ass L, my boy. Will big L style out here now, bro. Cause you look like a whole lame out here, bro. I've been talking to the folks about this shit, bro, like for a minute. Like the harp on what bro just said with her affairs and stuff. A lot of people be forgetting that a few years back, it came out that she was smashing her co-worker on her Hawthorne set, Mark Anthony.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that they were having an affair and stuff. So, and this was before the whole August, the August thing. It was a few years. So, like, she been out there, but like that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with Jada, with the whole Tupac thing, I think she was smashing Tupac while she was messing with Will. And I think that's where the whole thing of she gonna do what she want to do, and you just gotta deal with it came from. Because, like I said in the back, Will suffers from the fact that he don't want to lose again. He lost his first wife. It could have been because of him. I don't know the full story of it, but I felt like when he lost his first wife, the second person he got with, he was like, I'm not gonna let this one go no matter what. And it's sad when when anybody, man or woman, get that concept in their mind, because now you putting yourself up to take any type of bullshit. Now I'm gonna say the last with the Oscar thing, bro. I ain't even gonna put it on Jada. For one, Chris didn't know that she had mange. He didn't. Well, I mean alopecia. He didn't know that she had a hair loss issue. He just made a joke because you're a bald head and hey, G.I. Jane, shoot, okay, cool. Now when she heard the joke, she really just rolled her eyes. So I don't even think that she told him or gave him a look like go take care of that. I think she just rolled her eyes and he saw that she didn't like that and he got offended like a big sister. You know what I'm saying? Like he too.
You know what? I'll go with that, but that just go to show how much power she got. All she got to do is just make a face.
Right.
Sucker.
Right. But see, the thing about it is, you ever seen like one of them dudes who try to prove themselves to their girl so much that they end up in a bad situation?
Always.
It kind of reminds me of that Key and Peele sketch when Peele is acting like the girl and then somebody like, you stupid B, and then she turn and look at him like, and then he just put his hands up like, come on, and then he gets dropped. That could have happened last night if it would have been anybody else other than Chris Rock. Because see, Chris Rock like what, 5'8", maybe like 160. So you're looking at a small target like, man, I'll run up on you. And then plus the fact that they've known each other for over 20 years, he know Chris ain't about that life like that. He know he ain't about that life like that. Like you said, let that been The Rock or let that been Dave Chappelle. He would have ate them words. He would have laughed it off and everything. He would have ate those words and he would have accepted his speech and everybody would have went home. And he probably would have said something later. But you know what I'm saying? But I feel like when he did that, he went from a emasculate male to a whole female, because when he walked up on the stage, first of all, it was a bitch move. He walked up on him, he was laughing with him, and that's why when people be like, "Oh, it's fake," no, it's not fake. He was smirking to hide his intentions of slapping him, because you ain't no dude. I don't care if I'm at the Oscars. I don't care. I'm in the hospital. It could be my wedding day. I'm not gonna let a dude walk up on me. You know what I'm saying? So, especially somebody I know. I'm not gonna let him walk up on me and then just get a free slap in. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, chill out. He's thinking that, oh, okay, bro, he about to come and clown me real quick. So when he walked up on him, he's smirking, and then he just instantly went to the slap. And it was so fast. It was so fast that Chris didn't have a moment to be like, bro, you trying to hit me or nothing like that. He just took that way. He was like, oh wow. And with Chris, you know how they say it's a fight or flight. He didn't have neither one of those situations. He had the or. He was frozen, because it's like, damn, bro, you just slapped the shit out of me in front of everybody, and I can't really do nothing. But you look, Chris had balled his fist up for a minute, because he was like, hey man, hold on, and then he was like, whoa, wait. And then when you heard when he said, well, I could have, and he was like, you know what, never mind. Yeah, he was like, man, I would have went in, everybody said I would have went in on him. Like after that, the whole monologue, like they're gonna have to go commercial break, because I'm about to go in on their whole family now. Like, bro, you ran up on me, you didn't run up on August. Like, you mad at me because your girl look like a little boy right now? Like, and then I had told my homeboy, I was like, bro, ain't no way in hell I'm worth over $350 million, and I'm about to go out looking bad for a 4'11" narcissist with a man chin. I'm not doing that. That's crazy, bro. And then, I also said, like, that, shoot, man, if I was Chris, bro, I'd get Will side niggas, I'd get them whacked. I don't got to ask me no apology or none of that stuff. You know what? I get your little boyfriend whacked. How about that? You want to take up for you? It's funny, you could take up for a woman who's humiliated, who's had you look like a fool for 3 years now. She brought you on a red table talk to let you know how good a young Negro's meat was, and to tell you that she was willing to risk it all to be with a mediocre singer over you. That's right there, bro. I would have divorced her right there on the set on red table talk. I would have divorced her right in, man. We getting a divorce. But like you were saying, back to the whole thing, bad marriage for life. That is the sign of a person who's not. It don't matter how much money you got. That's a sign of a person that doesn't have enough confidence and enough security within themselves.
Right. Fact.
For him to walk away from a situation where all it's been doing is getting worse. You know how you be in some situations with people and you be like, man, this ain't getting no better. This ain't getting no better. And it's just started seeming to get worse. You dealing with that one chick, and if first it started off with disrespect, and then the motherfucker cheat on you. And then once you take it back from cheating on you, now it's just disrespect, and it's more, well, you still with me after I cheat with you. I was in a situation like that a few years ago. I had caught a girl cheating. I took her back, and it just kept getting worse from there. Now it's just straight up disrespect. Now you want to go out when you want to go out, and I have to deal with it. Oh man, no, I'd rather just take the L. I'd rather just take the L and go out here and do what I need to do for myself. But some folks, like I was saying in the background, he suffered from the same thing Russell Wilson suffered from. They got with the new person, and they're gonna take whatever L they can to be with that person. Russell Wilson, his first wife, cheated on him with Golden Tate, his own teammate, and he went and jumped to an industry thought and had a whole baby, had him taking care of another dude's child just to show him, because I feel they think that's how a man is supposed to act. Well, whatever goes down, whatever goes through, you gotta be a man and stand up. Man, no, you're a human first. And the first rule of nature, bro, is self-preservation. I'm not about to go through that BS for no female.
100%.
But yeah, that's all I had to say, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Yep, you definitely put in some good insights the same way I was doing. Shout out to you, my brother.
Yeah, shout out to you too, man. And fuck child support. Nah, I'm just playing.
Nah, you fuck it.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Peace. He said, "Why he playing? Nah, we ain't playing. Fuck y'all sport." Shout out to Steve T up in the building. What's good, bro? Unmute. Unmute, bro. Unmute.
College King, College Gang, student of the Good Bread class is here. I'm on my way to work right now, but I want to say this. Somebody came up with a master plan, and they said, we're going to get these Negroes to vote. We're going to get these Negroes to watch the Oscars for the next 100 years. And they just did it. I guarantee that everybody going to watch the Oscars from here on out.
I won't be watching that motherfucker, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and it's crazy, though, but people don't understand that you can't be going up and smack dudes like that and call it this how you stack up for your woman. I've seen a lot of men doing it, and I've been married. It'll be 7 years in July. And think about it. Yeah, in my life, at one time, we was in Battle Creek, Michigan, and I got a friend that owned a store, and she's sitting up here talking about somebody need to move out the way, but she's trying to get gas. And I had cussed my wife out and told her to watch her mouth. You don't talk to no man like that, especially when I'm in your presence. But what could have happened was this. After the Oscar party, because I seen him doing videos, jiggy with it, holding his trophy, after he just smacked the man, though. I wonder if this guy, Mr. Rock, would have been outside. Yo, Will! Pop, 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 pop. Put him in his chest. Then they would have been talking all that black violence stuff.
Right, exactly.
But since he didn't retaliate, it's like, go King, go.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to get up off here. I just wanted to put that out there.
Steve, before you go, did you say you was married for 57 years?
No, almost 7 years in July.
Oh, 7 years. I'm about to say 57 years. You ain't that old, man.
No, I'm only 38, man.
I'm about to say shit, 57 shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a package for you. I already got your information from the past. I got a package. We did pretty good at the expo in Detroit at the Old Cobo Arena. And I sold out of merch, edibles, drinks, and everything. So I want to get something together for you and Mr. Goodbread. I want to send it to y'all. I already got your information, and I'll get a hold of him through Facebook or something. But man, thank you for the support. And I love what you do. And thank you for introducing me to Mr. Goodbread. Besides that, I'm going to hit you with a cash app when I get off here, and I'm about to go buy me a double shot before I go into work.
Hey, do me a favor. Email me. My email's in the chat. Email me, bro.
Got you. Actually, I think I got your number, too, if I'm not mistaken.
You probably do. I had talked to his brother in Michigan. Yep, I probably do. Hit me up.
All right, you take care, man.
All right, you too, bro.
All
right, peace out. Shout out to Michigan, man. That's one of the worst family court states ever. Mr. Zone out there in the house in the 80-degree weather and shit in Arizona.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
Man, shoot, it actually hailed out here today. I think we got some of that Chicago weather over here today for some reason. I don't know why. But man, this whole situation is crazy. the so man, it's like you ever just walk in the house, you come from somewhere, you walk in the house and then you hear something doesn't happen or you hear something crazy doesn't happen and you have to sit down on the couch and like process it or whatever. Like that's kind of what happened to me because like I spent like the last half of last week and this weekend in San Diego with my daughter and my nephew and stuff like that. So I kind of been, on and offline. And I hate that I missed most of the show this morning, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because you've been on earlier than usual. Um, but we get back home from San Diego, I'm pulling in the garage, and I'm bringing the luggage and stuff in the house, and my nephew he turns on the TV, and I see Will Smith talking on the screen, but I'm not focusing on what he's saying because I'm bringing the stuff in the house. And next thing you know, my nephew is like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "See what?" He's like, "Will Smith smacked that nigga Chris Rock in the in the mouth." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, you lying. That ain't no that ain't." So I'm still unpacking, right? And then next thing you know, like I see them like showing replays of something on the TV. So then I had to go sit down and pull up Google and YouTube and see what I could find because I'm like, it's already known that Will Smith is a simp, but I didn't believe that it would actually escalate and go that far. And as I'm sitting down looking up information, I'm like, what the hell? Like this shit is actually real. And then next thing you know, like 10 minutes later, I'm seeing YouTube videos, everybody using the that little slap scene as the thumbnail. And I'm like, this shit is actually real. I'm like, what? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm watching it, and then Will Smith is like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And you know what I'm saying? That's the first time I ever seen any kind of Philly out of him. You know what I'm saying? When I was watching him, but you know what I'm saying? Coach Greg Adams says, like, when you get a divorce, because he's Jada's second wife. When you get out of that first divorce, you've been granted, an extra life, a key. You know what I'm saying? And it's too bad Coach Greg Adams wasn't around 20 years ago, 25 years ago to put that knowledge in his head of the free agent lifestyle because he went on and obviously he married the devil. He made a mistake. And then look at his kids now. That his first kid is quiet. You don't really hear nothing about him, but the other two, you know what I'm saying? They everywhere doing all sorts of blaming rainbow stuff. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, that's just I just wanted to chime in real quick because this was just one of them things where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you coming back from a family trip and then you hear something shocking, you know what I'm saying? And it just go to show you that simp rage is real or like Minister Jap say, beige rage, you know what I'm saying, is real. And we in a different day and time. And the real G move would have been for Will Smith during his Oscar acceptance speech, for him to give his speech and then check Chris Rock, after he said what he had to say. Because if it's me, after Jada is doing all these entanglements and affairs and we, what I'm saying, who Lord knows what Will has done, but after the public humiliation that Jada has put me through, if I'm her husband, she gonna sit there and she gonna take. If you gonna try to embarrass me with the entanglement, then you gonna sit there and you gonna take them Cobra Kai karate jokes and all of that. That's the least that you could do. You get what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
fellas, don't forget to change the laws of your mind and keep your veins cold and fuck child support. That's all I got, Mr. Palmer.
Appreciate you, my brother. You ain't never lied.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
Shit. Shout out to Big Mike Drop up in the building. What's good, bro?
Mr. Palmer, what's popping, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. About to get on the couch. Do what I do best.
Yeah, me too, man. This is a tragic situation, man. This is tragic, man. And I don't know if a lot of people know, Will Smith's ex-wife was also invited to the party at the Oscars. He invited her as well. So she was actually in attendance. I don't know if a lot of people know that. I read that before the
I know that.
Yeah, his ex-wife was actually there. But I want to say that I don't think what Jada I think that Jada getting upset had a little to do with her hair and more so to do with the fact that the couple that Chris Rock was talking about right before he talked about Will and Jada,
Right.
both of them were up for an Oscar. And Chris Rock made mention of that yo, if she don't win, then he can't win. You remember that?
Yeah, he was joking.
Yeah, he was joking. But what you had was two accomplished actors that were a couple. Now Jada wants to be accomplished. She wants to be popping. She wants to be better than Will. And I think that's really what offended her after he kind of made the joke about G.I. Jane, basically stating that she's going to be in a movie that's never going to be made, right? And I think that's really what upset her. Will was entertained by the joke because it was, like Kevin says, a benign joke. It wasn't malicious at all. And he then responded from that. But this has always been a thing. Jada's in competition with Will.
Most of these baby mama tears always in competition with their spouse or their boyfriend because they want to be the lead. They want to be the masculine one. They want to be the one to outdo someone they supposed to be together with. You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. And honestly, man, for him to allow her to do that to him on the best night of his life. Now, this man has done all types of movies, man. He's had love scenes with men, all types of shit to get to this stage in his life to where he gets an Oscar award. He's put a lot on the line. Done a lot of work too. And she still took this night and made it about her. He allowed her to take the night and make it about her. The person that felt good after Will got his Oscar, the best after Will got his Oscar, was Jada. And I sit back and I listen to these women and watch these posts on the social media and listen to these women talk about how what Will did was right and how they man should do the same thing if they had a man. He should do the same thing for them. I think Tiffany Haddish was like, if I had a man, I want him to do this and that. Bitch, you drunk. You a DUI motherfucker. And you bald-headed. Ain't nobody finna defend your honor. And nobody should be defending anybody's physical appearance if they can't even defend their real honor by their actions that they do in public. Jada doesn't have any honor. Jada sacrificed and opted out of honor a long time ago. When she came out and started, with the red table talk. Now, being exposed by the little kid that kiss and tell, stuff like that, and it being exposed for the sicko you are, then trying to spin it and put a positive spin on it to protect your already fragile ego. I mean, Jada ain't nobody. She ain't nobody. She's not a good actress. The only thing she acts like is Jada in a costume. She just changes costumes. She still acts the same. Every damn thing she's in, which is why she's not going to win an Oscar. So this was her closest to becoming to being an Oscar winner, and she made it about her. He let her make it about her in front of his ex-wife and everybody. Real clown shit, bro.
Facts.
Real clown shit, man. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you as well. Y'all need to subscribe to Mr. Big Mike show. He does become some real shit. He talk about a variety of things, man. Salute you, my brother.
Man, thanks, man. We went live on it yesterday, man. Y'all check it out, man. For real.
Hey,
I mean, we cooked on that shit yesterday.
Check that shit out, y'all. All right, bro.
All right, man. Take care, bro.
You too now. Peace out.
Peace.
Shout out to Big Mike Drop. You got the bell up in the building. Unmute, bro.
What's going on, man?
Hey, chilling, man. If you ready to get on that couch.
I feel you, bro. Hey, man, when I first seen this shit, I'm like, man, this shit got to be staged, right? Because, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Hollywood because you know how these niggas make deals with the devil and shit. And, you know how emasculated all these niggas are by Hollywood. I'm like, man, because, you know, they will talk a nigga into putting a dress on in a minute. So right. the fact that you know what I'm saying, they let these niggas have the Oscars, put the Oscars in their hands, that you know, I think it could have been staged, man. That okay, let you niggas make a fool of yourselves in front of the world and take a L. That's what I was thinking at first. But then I'm like, oh man, this nigga, man. Well, not only that, I mean, it was several things that made me think it was fake. First of all, this nigga came on stage with the spirit of Juicy Smollett and slapped a nigga and turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you don't slap a nigga and turn your back on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because when you slap, now you got to be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So you turned your back on this nigga and walked off with a smirk on your face, like you wasn't gonna be prepared to get kicked in your ass or get kicked in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think he knew Chris wasn't gonna do all that.
Yeah, and I didn't think, and Chris probably didn't think this sweet ass nigga was gonna slap him on stage either. You know what I'm saying? So you got two sweet niggas that's just stuck in a jam in front of the world. You know what I mean? And I think that nigga, I think Will been slapped so much at his house that he had to take it out on somebody. You know what I mean? And I don't think Jada was impressed, because I'm like, shit, that nigga August be slapping me on the ass, nigga, harder than that.
Yeah, man.
You know, we talk about protecting black women and all this whole type of shit, man. But you know, you simp niggas that be doing that shit, you don't ask that bitch, what did you do? What did you do to make this nigga fuck with you for me to have to defend you? You know what I'm saying? It's usually after a bitch do some fuckery that you got to defend this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Start doing your investigations of what this bitch done did to get her ass whooped or to even have to be saved.
Truth
and that alopecia shit, bitch, you've been trying to have your hair straight, putting relaxers and shit on your hair and putting these motherfucking weaves in and shit, having your hair sideways, bitch. You little skinhead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm glad y'all now know the real definition of that bullshit. They try to say that.
Yeah, but shit, we've been trying to save you motherfuckers for years, telling you to keep that weave and shit out your motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? But you motherfuckers won't listen. What we supposed to slap you bitches into protecting you?
Hell yeah, man. I've been trying to tell
Shit.
you. No hair hat.
Yeah, motherfuckers keeping that motherfucking conch in your hair until it burn. Oh, it don't work until it start burning, girl.
She got it entanglement with her hair.
Yeah. Little bald-headed bitch.
Bald head hoe.
Yeah, and you know, Jada, she the type of bitch, if that bitch was a high school teacher, if she had 4 years under her, better be 13 niggas in there she done fucked. The first year, the first year between 6 months to a year, you know, that would be her time to get comfortable.
Right.
And then after that, this bitch going crazy, sucking niggas' dicks in the locker room and all kind of shit.
Oopsie.
trying to feel good.
Oh, hell no.
Oopsie.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Hey, appreciate you as always, Bill. You must be riding around and shit.
Yeah. I'm in traffic, man.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, man, be safe out there, man. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Shout
All
out
right, y'all. Peace out.
My man sound like an old West Coast pimp. Shout out to my man Teague, man, for the $5 cash app. He says, Decompress LLC will always support you. Appreciate you, my brother. Want to give a shout out to XL Pro for the $5 cash app. He said, men got to stay on code. You damn right. Shout out to you, brother. You definitely got to. Unfortunately, a lot of these dudes ain't men. We got La Original up in here. What's going on? You there? La Original probably walked away. Mr. Goodbread, what's good?
Yo, what up, Mr. Palmer, yo? Salute.
What's going on, bro? Hey, talk a little louder.
Yo, what's up, Mr. Palmer? Salute, my G. You know I'm driving. I'm on my way home. Great show today, Mr. Palmer. I like the way you go in depth, yo. A couple of things was mentioned on this show that I would like to, if you ain't busy later on tonight, you could come on over to the school and I want to break some things down. Because a lot of people missing how this whole thing came about. they a lot of people don't know that when Jada Pinkett interviewed the girl Jordan Woods, but that's her name, right? The Jordan Woods or
I think
Sparks,
so.
Jordan Sparks or some shit. You know the chick
Yeah.
that slept with Tristan Thompson.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah, yeah. That Jordan.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when she brought that girl in on her show to be nosy, that disturbed another Lilith in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Another Lilith ain't appreciate that. So that Lilith was the cause of that boy August Alsina opening his mouth. You know what I mean? That boy was paid to open his mouth to destroy the fake black family. Cause you know it's two families in Hollywood that get the praise because they push the most agendas. You got the Kardashians, and then you got the Smiths. So, you know what I mean? That's why I love this live, because whether it was real or fake, the agenda is out there. The agenda
Exactly.
is out there. They want us black men to protect these black women that don't need protection. These black women are coming up from under the umbrella of our protection to go under the umbrella of government Satan Zaddy, and they expect us to be their safety net. So if shit don't work out with government Satan Zaddy, they expect us to protect them. No way, that's not gonna happen. And you touched on a great point, Mr. Palmer. The majority are evil. 95% of them are sheep. So this is why the good women are not protected and the alpha men in our society is not protected. There's no protection for us. We open our mouth, we say something, we speak our truth, and we're canceled.
Right.
So that's what it all comes down to. It comes down to the agenda that they want to push, whether it was real or staged. It's about the agenda. Same thing with the Super Bowl. Remember, we got to see Janet Titty. That's a fact. Now, whether it was staged or
Oh, you
not,
mean Janet? You mean Janet?
yeah, Janet and Justin. That's another one that took us by surprise. Had everybody talking and capping. We gotta watch these people, man. We have to watch these people, whether it's real or fake. They pushing this shit in front of us. Once we get a chance to see it, it's an agenda behind it. I ain't gonna hold you, Mr. Palmer. I know you ready to get back on the couch, but if you
Yeah,
can,
right.
stop by the school tonight, man. I'm
I got you.
gonna make a thumbnail right now. We're gonna go through the
Send it
whole
to me.
history of this shit.
Send it to me, bro.
Bet.
All right, for sure. Appreciate
All
you,
right,
bro.
bro.
All right. Peace out, man. Let's see if La Original back. La Original, are you there? All right, she ain't back yet. Dirty folks, what's good?
Popping, pimping.
Man, ain't shit going on, B.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just want to say something real quick, cause you know how I feel, man.
Yeah,
Tyler's gonna
already.
title. I don't care about them goofy ass titles. But I will say this, man. With this, what I got from two things. Number one, it was a great pod. One of the you could have really when August Alsina said, "Man, if I die today, I knew true love." And Shorty was like, "Man, I just was trying to find myself." Basically, the narcissism.
My bad. Go ahead.
You good, man. The narcissism of that, like nobody can love her. She can't even love her. So when I be on here and I be talking like, yo, I hate these chicks because I can't love you more than you love you and you hate you. So I gotta meet your hate energy just to figure out how much you hate you. Will didn't do that. Will loves a woman that hates herself. And you can't out love a person's self hate.
Right.
But this is what I wanted to say to the court. Yo, I'm scared of y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas are scaring the fuck out of me. Niggas that's in my inbox arguing with me, talking about some. That's what a husband's supposed to do. I don't care what these goofy ass toddlers say.
Bro,
Toddlers gonna toddle.
bro. Shit. Fuck out of here. Go ahead, brother. You know how I feel about that.
Man, it's so many, all the quote unquote good guys, right? These
Right.
are good men. Man, dog, that's what supposed to do. If that's his duty as a husband. I said, well, shit, what's her duty as a wife? Like, all of them. But if he stayed, then he still got to protect her. I'm like, shit, you know how many fucking marriages live in two separate bedrooms, nigga? She can't afford the lifestyle she's enjoying without him. It's no different than a middle class marriage where they live in separate bedrooms and shit. She say they live in separate wings of the house. She could have sucked that dick. Don't nobody care she sucked that little boy dick. But
Exactly.
then you double back on it like, yeah, because I fuck crisscross too. And goddamn man, I never loved Will. And his dick little. And I wish Tupac was still here. The fuck? bitch, I'd have earthed you. I
Yeah.
mean, you disrespect me over and over and over. Give me your ass to kiss. If I don't beat your ass like a true pimp should, I mean, I understand as I got older why pimps beat their hoes. If you don't check your woman, you'll spend the rest of your life checking the entire world. That So man, it's a lot of niggas out here that get you killed, yo. And this Will Smith shit shows you, man. Everybody that got a 680 credit score trying to be the only good man in the room, bro. The only good man. So that's all I want to say about that, man. Fuck these toddlers though. Watch these niggas, man.
Man, I told you, the Simp force are the men's downfall. These baby mama chicks write the blueprint.
Facts.
Man. Hey, I ain't hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up though, bro. I got your messages. Got you.
All right.
Cool. All right, be safe out there. That's my man Dirty Folks from Inglewood, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We got the bailiff up in here. Well, hold on, bailiff. Let me see if La Original back. La Original, you back? Nah, she ain't back. She probably got logged off. She probably froze. Go ahead, bailiff. What's good?
Seems like Law Original's in an entanglement right now,
Right.
huh? Nah, let me get this straight real quick, because I ain't gonna hold you either, man, because I know you got to get back on the couch. You mean to tell me for me to get someone like Jada Pinkett-Smith, like August Alsina, I just got to be like Tupac, so all eyes on me? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's all I got to do.
You know, they love Pookies and Ray Rays and shit like that. They don't want no stand-up guy.
All right, so shit, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. I get around and all that bullshit, right? You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy as hell, man. And yeah, the whole thing about Will Smith slapping almost called that nigga The Rock. The nigga name is Chris Rock, but the nigga when he slapped him and shit, like, I'm sorry, I would have lost it all, bro. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have got ignorant. I mean, I know like Chris Rock trying to be professional and shit like that, but at the end of the day, man, you a man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know too much about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that nigga, you got to get back on the couch and fuck child support. I'm out.
Man, I appreciate you as always, the bailiff. Shout out to the bailiff. Definitely come with that real shit. I want to show y'all something before I get off, because I'm about to get off. This is Will Smith apology that he sent for Chris Rock. He put on Instagram. When was this posted? 18 hours ago. So, like I said, when he did the speech, he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. That's why I don't take this shit seriously. Put it on social media. You should apologize right then and there when you apologize to everybody else. And not one time has anybody said anything about Chris Rock behind this. What is he going through? How does his family feel? What's going on in his mind? I hope he's okay. See, fuck him. See, it's all about Will Smith. See, that's what I'm saying. He's full of shit. But this is Will Smith had to say. Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior last night and last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable. Yeah, that sounds like what white men say when they say the N-word. And inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job. But a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. Yeah, you an emotional ass simp, but also that quote-unquote medical condition is bullshit. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. Now, you should have publicly apologized when you was out there getting your motherfucking award. But let's continue. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. Yeah, you want to be like Mr. Williams. There is no place for violence in the world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will. The fuck out of here with that shit. My response to that is bitter milk. Shout out to Angry Man. That's my response to that shit. Like I said, this dude tried to use Sky Daddy as why this and why that. You try to use King Richard's family as what you was trying to do when you so-called protecting your wife, when you was laughing at the joke. He's no different from August Alsina, just to let y'all know. The only difference is he married to the motherfucker. And like I said, he didn't apologize to Chris at the award show. He did it on social media. Fuck that. Now, nobody asked anything about Chris. They just talking about good old Will Smith. And the majority of black people, especially these baby mama terrorists and Simp enforcers, are justifying it. I told you, most of these black dudes are Simp enforcers, these black pros, these fake hoteps, and all these other false motherfuckers who will tell you that these motherfuckers are queens, goddess, and martyrs, and you should die for them. You should go state to state to kill another black man for them at all costs. Not the real ones that should be protected, shield, and guide. No, the ratchet Alquishas, Wild Melnisha feminists. And I'm gonna tell y'all again, men, all men, see shit for what it is. Stop trying to change these motherfuckers. They don't have to change. As long as you got these Will Simps out here that's willing to marry a motherfucker that's out here hoe hopping and fucking the son's friends and disrespect you all night long, why would she have to change? Why would she have shame? They proud because they know even though I don't want them, somebody else will. Somebody with money, somebody with fame, somebody who's not just a broke dude off Cottage Grove like me. And on that note, I'm going to let Denzel one more time speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
So, like I said, this is why I went back to the past. Even though it's deeper shit that went on before August Alsina, but that was the fire in the crib, man. That sparked that shit, and it never stopped from what I noticed. That's why I went to the past. Y'all gonna understand why the shit happened a couple of days ago. Stop believing what these baby mama terrorists says when they play victim. Stop entertaining these baby mama terrorists that lies and make excuses so you can do something. Be a thinker, not a reactor. Shout out to Terry Crews' wife, though, for telling him, hey, man, don't retaliate. Do it differently. We got to move differently because you got a lot to lose to blow up in your face. See, them the women we supposed to protect. These are the women we supposed to honor and cherish and lead and shield. These the ones you supposed to die for. Not no Jada Pinkett kind. See, these Al Karens are no better because they do the same shit. They all one of the same. You seen one hole, you done seen them all. See, again, y'all motherfuckers come on here talking about you need to worry about the water supply and the food supply. When you should have did that 2 years ago when COVID first came out. Trying to shame me, be quiet. No motherfucker tomorrow, Will ain't going nowhere. I damn right. I know he ain't going no motherfucking where. He's a stupid ass motherfucker. He's a Simp enforcer. Why? He said it. He said, I'm gonna stay regardless, for better, for worse. He took that to a whole nother level. He had that right to be with her. He had a right to stay married to her for the rest of his life. I don't care. But I'm gonna call out the fuck shit. I'm gonna call out what led up to this today. I'm gonna call out how these modern women don't have to be traditional women. I'm gonna call out why they don't have to marry you. They don't want the good guy. They don't want the I guess the educated nerves or the educated lames. They want a Tupac. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Shit. And somebody in the back says, Bill says, hold on. I just saw, hold on. Bill said that Will made a bald head joke in 91 on a City Hall show. Yeah, I'm sure. He was laughing. It was funny. But that she put that battery in him like, motherfucker. Who the fuck you laughing at him? No. You don't do that. She was shit, and she gave that radioactive,
How dare you do this to me?
and went right to his head. And he said, shit, I got to do what I got to do. Do I hope he loses award? Nope. Do I hope he go to jail? Nope. But what I do hope is for men and women, see it for what it is. And stop trying to justify fuckery. Because if that happened on your block, somebody walk across the street and smack somebody because he said something, y'all going to say it ain't cool, it ain't right. You didn't have to do all that. But since it's Will Smith, it's justified. But I will say, when it comes to Jada and how she did out August, she fucked him up even more. But of course, they're gonna say, well, it is what it is. He knew what was up. You know, he's not a victim. But if it was the other way around and Will Smith did that to a 20-year-old or 21, however old he is, it would have been put him in jail, lock him up, lawsuit, and so on. Y'all wouldn't have looked at it like that. That's why I don't get mad if a dude in his 40s get with somebody in their 20s. I ain't mad at all. It is what it is. Jazz says, should Chris Rock sue Will Smith? Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even waste my time. To me, he was a stand-up G in that whole situation. And to me, it's going to make him look good and make Will look bad. I think he'll get more roles, more opportunity, and stand out more, in my opinion. But then again, the majority of society go along to get along, so I don't know. But I really believe it actually makes him look good because a lot of white folks said that Will was small. I mean, Will was wrong. Made him look like some piece of shit ass thug. And you know, they love what the white man say. So, hey, it is what it is, fam. Shout out to you, my brother, for $2 donation. This is why the community ties down to the lowest compound. This is why our children have been fucked up for the last 70 years because who run the black community? Who runs the black community? Who is the pillars and the leaders of the black community? Who ran the black men out the household? Who chose government daddy over the father or over the husband? Who called white supremacy to put out a false allegation on that black man? You don't need white supremacy because you got white supremacy at your motherfucking house. So far as I'm concerned, that baby mama terrorist is guilty. I have no sympathy, anything for her, and no, that is not a disease that will kill you. And lastly, just realize things for what it is. And Will Smith got a lot of trauma, a lot of heartache, a lot of bullshit, embarrassment, everything else that's going on being with her. And he finally had to take it out on him, even though she gave him that motivational nod and shit. You know what I'm saying? I say don't sue. If he sue, hey, I ain't mad at him, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't even bother. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. I will be live tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the morning or at 2 o'clock. You'll see something preset though. You know what I mean? Now, yeah, he should sue the Academy. Yeah, shout out to Dallas D. It's Melanated and Candid Productions. Yeah, I'll sue the Academy. Y'all motherfuckers still gave him an award and he smacked shit out of me. No security, no police coming running, nothing. Everybody let him do what the fuck he wanted to do. Oh yeah, I'll sue the Academy. I'll go. That's what you go for the bigger break. You go for the big one. That one, smart move. So y'all take heed of what I said. See how I dissect that shit and why I said what I said. We got to go back to the past to talk about what led up today. Well, I'm Mr. Palmer. And this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace. I put a spell on you because you're all mine. I put a spell on you.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. I say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Truth is what it is.
Better man, cool.